All right. Testing, testing. 1, 2. 2. All right, fantastic. Mic's working there. All right. Mic's working there. All right. First multi-stream. Hopefully it's successful. Successful as in my internet won't totally just slam into the ground completely and my bitrate goes down to 0. Also, oh my god, I don't understand. Hold on. All right, Twitch says it's unstable, right? Because it has too many bit rates. My bitrate for Twitch is at like 6,000, and I'm pretty sure that's the limit. So if it goes 1 over, Twitch is like, oh, it's unstable, fuck you. That's kind of annoying. Let me just make sure everything's working properly, visuals wise, with both platforms. All right. Looks fine on both platforms, I think. Yeah, looks fine. And we are good. Okay. We are back with some Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Last time, everybody's finally gotten into the Disney Tower and Mickey Mouse trying to destroy the world over here. In all seriousness, Show kind of, I guess, was in the middle of trying to murk one of us. I'm pretty sure it was you. I'm pretty sure he was trying to murk you. But my memory's a bit fuzzy. We'll see. So, Risei's caught up to everybody. She rescued Yukari from being T-posed out of existence. Kanji is being just a fantastic wreck, like usual, you know? Oblivious to everything that's happening around him. I bet he probably still thinks it's a dream that he's walking through, like in Persona 4 Arena story. Alright, imminent danger. Yeah, so it was you, I think. He was trying to murk the hell out of you and co. So let's get right on in there.
Yosuke! Chie!
Oh yeah, he summoned that cool-ass persona. I forgot. His alternate personality or whatever. The other show. After shielding me from the enemy's attack, Yosuke and Chie stagger a bit before crumpling. I try to prop them up both. What is going on here? Did he summon a persona?
Such trouble you've caused. Thanks to you, I'm forced to show myself.
Bro's a Super Saiyan Kaioken. The calm tone brings my confused mind back to reality. Oh, there's Ghost Gravity. Mom Spaghetti. Sorry, I'm in that mood today. The same show we just defeated is standing nonchalantly before me. Or is it really the same show? That naked hostility and horrific madness from earlier is gone. The one standing here is now utterly calm and collected and has an intensely intimidating aura about him.
Who are you? I'm Sho Minazuki. We are Sho Minazuki.
We are Venom! I immediately recall what Sho said about that guy before. I get it now.
I see. So there are two personalities within you. You have a split personality.
Bro's bipolar and he's got no friends. He's friends with himself. So sad.
No way!
Bro, go on eBay and buy yourself some friends.
Seriously?
That isn't strictly correct. I awakened within this child, and I exist to grant his wish. That's why I'm using that thing.
Oh, so what are you supposed? Are you the thing that's that is able to like control people's shadows or whatever, or copy people's abilities and become a shadow that you can fight through? I bet that other personality is the thing that was using the control to mindfuck what's her name, Labris, into fighting us at the end of the last story time.
That thing?
No friends. It doesn't seem to be about Adachi-san. Yeah, Adachi-san's way better than this guy. He's based. The bestest. But it's hard to believe that what we've been through up to now was created by a human acting alone. Most likely some otherworldly being is involved with this, just like in last year's case.
The child's heart was warped due to great suffering at the hands of man. I must eradicate all that lives to win back peace for him.
I want to hear more about his backstory, because so far all I've heard is that he has no friends. And if that's the case, then he's such a little crybaby bitch, trying to end the world over not having any friends. You know? Impossible. He's gonna win back peace by wiping out every living thing? Well, I mean, it works. It kind of works. It's kind of like saying, I cured your brain cancer by cutting your head off, you know? I mean, it works. It's just kind of dumb. Minazuki is serious about this. He'd go so far as to destroy the world for show's sake.
What good will it do to make the world that way? Humans can't live on their own.
That's your perspective. He's unlike you, though, and requires help from no one. Are you that scared of a world with no allies?
It's not a world with no allies. It's a world with everything going extinct. What are you talking about? You're killing everybody. It's not a world with no allies, okay?
No,
that's different.
You're wrong. People grow by living together with others. That's how they're able to better themselves.
As I said, that's your perspective. Sadly, you have no more friends to save you.
The power of friendship is inside me, sir. You're wrong. Minazuki casts a gaze behind me to the hallway back there.
Seeing as none of them are rushing in, your other friends must have fallen somewhere along the line.
I can't help my voice from trembling. It's true that there's uneasiness somewhere in my heart. I keep wondering, why hasn't anyone come yet? And is everyone really okay? Well, to be fair, they have to climb like 20 bajillion stories, so...
Damn it! You don't listen to that guy!
Yeah, we're fine. So
You shouldn't try and act tough. You're on the brink of death. What use would you
Don't
be?
worry, shirtless Akihiko is gonna come save me any second now. He's gonna walk through that door, and then he's gonna kill you because of his immaculate pecs are gonna shine you out of existence.
Actually, perhaps you were a hindrance to begin with. Isn't that right, Narukami? Since you seem more accomplished than
I'm a protagonist, if that's what you mean. I mean, you look like you could have protagonist status, but you kind of suck balls. So... Yosuke and Chie are at a loss for words. Yosuke, Chie, don't listen to him. I swear. Only Adachi-san continues to gaze upon us quietly as we struggle to find a retort for Minazuki.
Narukami. Why not cast them aside? Then you'll be able to fight freely.
I feel like Adachi is playing show. He's probably gonna like shoot him in the face or something. I wouldn't put it behind him. Or I wouldn't put it past him.
Your weakness is propped up by others, as is the rest of yours. Protecting your wounded comrades will result in your death.
I don't get the doubt that's being a thing between the investigation team members. We went through a whole ass game, establishing our bonds and connections to the point where we were able to beat a fucking god, okay? And you're telling me this guy, this random douchebag, can make you doubt your friends after like 2 minutes of talking? That's so stupid, Atlas. Come on. Do better. Jesus. A shadow-like persona appears behind Minazuki. No, I'm still trying to shield these two. If I dodge it, Yosuke and Chio will be...
You forget about us! You at least gotta...
Hit him with myriad truths! Summon cool Izanagi!
let us drag you down.
Use Rikarmdra!
What?
Use a revival
What are you
bead!
saying?
Use a physical nullification stone!
How does it feel? You are about to be slain because of your precious friends.
Feels good.
These are indeed bonds, but only in the sense that they restrain you. Don't you think it would be better to...
Don't try to push your friendlessness onto me, sir. Go away. I ignore Minazuki and concentrate on his persona. And I repel his attack while protecting my friends behind me? How? With the power of Chad. That's how. In that moment, Minazuki makes his move. Persona.
Izanagi!
Hell yeah. Kick his ass, Izanagi. Throw a coffin at him. Throw your jizz at him. Goon at him. I muster all my strength and send my persona at his, but it's easily repelled and I fall to my knees from the force. Impossible. It's no use. It's no use. I can't completely block Minazuki's attack so long as I'm unable to move an inch. Seeing me off balance, Minazuki's persona draws back its blade to finish me off. Nah.
Let's end this.
Adachi, shoot him in the face. Shoot him, Adachi. If I jump back now, I could dodge his blade, but then that'd leave Yosuke and Chie open. Damn it, what do I do? I will my legs to keep me from effectively dodging. Strangely, I don't feel afraid. I believe in them. Even if I fall, my friends will protect this town. There you go. The power of family and
Persona.
friendship. Who's that?
Persona.
Oh. Oh my god, I love Labrys's persona. It looks so cool still. I remember that awakening cutscene. That awakening cutscene was so good. The persona looks so majestic. It's literally like, it's literally a personified version of Labrys. It's interesting. It's so interesting. Best girl showed up indeed. How you doing, Peplo? Two personas appear before my eyes as if cutting through the red fog. They block the incoming attack from Minazuki's persona. The sound of running footsteps draws near. Before I can even turn around, I hear two voices.
Yukon.
I'm from Boston.
Senpai, are you all right?
Yeah.
That's right. My friends aren't a burden to me. I've made it this far because they were with me. I'm not strong at all, but as long as I have my bonds with them, I can do whatever. Okay, buddy. The power of friendship is all good and all, but we're level 99, okay? And we can fuse all the personas in the world. I think we're strong enough by ourselves, okay? You don't need to bootlick your friends. I'm just saying. Your friends are good, but I'm just saying. You like Show's story? So far, I don't get his motives. So far, his motives to me are he doesn't have any friends and he's a loner, so he wants to destroy the world. Kinda piss baby shit if I'm being quite honest. But I guess we'll find out some more about him. Show, why can't you see that?
More imbeciles. It seems deploying doppelgangers made from shadows wasn't enough.
Don't move. Get away from Yukon, or I won't show any mercy.
Shoot him!
No need for histrionics. I'll concede now without them. Though, should I at least get rid of Narukami first?
You should start murking people, bro. You failed to murk Naoto like 2 seconds ago. Why are you failing to do stuff? You're the villain. You should kill people. No, they look exhausted from the battle so far, but Minazuki doesn't seem to be suffering at all. Just ignore me and save Yosuke and Chie.
Sounds like a bad plan. Haven't you ever heard the saying, the cornered stag is most dangerous? I don't think you have time or energy to waste.
Okay, so Adachi's distracting him. I don't think Adachi's fully on Team Show. I think he's pulling some crap. It's natural reaction for anyone who was involved in that case.
No. Why are you here?
I'm just here, fogging around the place, dancing on him. By the end of the game, Adachi's gonna dance Show to death.
Ah! Whoa! What is this shaking?
Uh-oh, here comes Nick's penis monster.
It's begun.
Uh-oh.
I'll be taking my leave.
Minazuki looks up at the creaking ceiling and then turns his back to us, as if we hold no interest for him.
Hey, hold it!
Dancing all night? Exactly, dancing all night. Have you seen Adachi dancing all night? He dances to the Fog, the final boss theme. It's kind of cool. Bro has the moves. Naoto and Labrys, deciding they can't let him escape, fan out to flank Minazuki. I'm not sure now's the time to fight him, but it's too late now. I ready my own sword again, and we all surround Minazuki.
You truly love to swarm, don't you? You find your strength by herding together.
All right. Tell you what. After this session, I'll play Adachi's song real quick for you, just so that you can see him do the inflatable tube man dance midway through the song. He does the inflatable man thingy with his arms. It's kind of it's weird.
But there are enough persona fragments now. I have no need to deal with you anymore.
Bro can change his contact solution.
this?
My legs.
I mean, it looks cool, but why is it that your scar is glowing?
This again.
I guess supernatural beings or whatever, but still. Minazuki's eyes begin to shine blood red and we lose control of our bodies. It's that power that held us down at the school gate. No, it's even worse than that. And it's got us all in its grip.
Overtaxed. I've been relying
I'm dying.
on this borrowed power too much. But now is not the time to hold back.
Borrowed power? I thought it was your power. The second personality or whatever. Who are you borrowing the power from? Involvement of a possible third person? Or maybe it's that entity that they're trying to summon. Kinda like Nyx. Alright, Minazuki's expression seemed to harden for a moment, but in the next instant he takes a great leap, farther than humanly possible, and descends before the giant door. He disappears beyond that door, and the heavy sound of the door closing echoes through the door or the room. Bro, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Elizabeth's on the other side of that door waiting to kick your ass. She's gonna Meggy Dolan the ever-living shit out of you, homie. That's not a good idea. All we could do was watch him go. Fortunately, his exit finally released us from the power that was holding us. Bro, he sucks so much at being a bad guy. So you use your powers to make us not be able to move, and you fail to kill even one of us. In the last stream, he almost killed Naoto, but for some reason he decides to go away instead of finishing her off. It's so annoying. If you're gonna be a bad guy, at least be a good bad guy, like Adachi. Bro at least murked 2 people, okay? I'm just saying. No bullshit, alright? We have to pursue him at once. However, as if taking his place, we hear the sound of approaching footsteps from the fog.
I'll take over from here. Let's begin. Bring on the ring.
Mommy? He still needed the fragments, I think? But I thought he already had, I guess. Although, he doesn't need the specific person to fight their own shadows, I don't think. Because other people can fight each other's shadows, so he could have just summoned a Naoto. Or maybe he can't make shadow variants of them if they're not alive. Maybe that's the thing. At the fur-clad woman's command, red pillars fall into the 4 corners of the room. I know this woman.
Mitsuru-san?
I think she's still T-posed at the top of the tower, guys. That's not the real her.
No, that's a fake.
Where's Minazuki?
He's gone already. Hey, not to butt in, but don't you think you're in over your heads?
Let me
this
control
time?
Adachi, please.
Didn't you see his power? You're up against more than just that brat.
Adachi-san, who had put some distance between us without noticing, speaks in the usual carefree tone from outside the invisible walls. It's true that Minazuki's power isn't normal. Does that mean that Sho received power from something beyond human understanding, just like Adachi-san did once? And you?
I mean, don't you think it's a little late? He said he has all the persona fragments he needs.
But the problem is, what's the difference? Okay, I don't know, to be honest. He did just finish it, so he should have killed him there. Yeah. Adachi DLC Lama. Wait, is there actually, or are they gonna let me play as Adachi, or no? Is that just a free time type deal where you fight as you choose your characters or whatever? On like free mode or whatever.
So all that's left is to summon that thing, and then jam the fragments he's gathered into... That might have hurt. What was that for?
You're trying to spill the beans, bro. She hit you with that punch like Adachi hit you in the main game because you don't shut up.
You speak too much, insult. Should I deal with you instead?
Oh, hell yeah. Adachi's POV? Fuck yeah, bro. I'm getting all up in that DLC.
Whoa, no way! Where'd you get that idea? All right then. I did try to warn you guys.
Adachi's gonna inflatable tube man the hell out of Sho at the end of this game. I'm all for it. Adachi-san waves to us while leaving the classroom. Before I can even consider the message he left us with, the Figmitsuru-san points her rapier at us.
Now it's time for your execution. I'll send you all to the afterlife, one after another.
Try it, mommy. Kill me with your thighs. I double dare you. I bet you won't. Bet you won't, bitch. Too much for you. All right, you, come on. It's time. Too chicken to do it.
Finally.
Ooh, it's this song.
It ends here.
Get out the corner, Mitsu.
Over here.
Oh, damn. Damn, she's got me in the corner now. All right, GG Nori.
It's only natural.
Wow, this shadow was talking so much shit. I'm gonna kill you all one by one. Dies in like under 10 seconds. Get out of here, scrub. Okay, that's a Mitsuru face. I've never seen that face on Mitsuru ever. That was weird. The red pillars shatter and the fake Mitsuru-san melts. The persona fragments, the melting fake spits out the... I'm not reading. My reading not good. The persona fragments, the melting fake spits out, float up. Jesus Christ. Sentence. Becoming a ribbon of golden light flowing to the top of the tower. We were able to escape danger, but the damage we've taken isn't light either. I took barely any damage. Shut up, game. We can't just run off and chase after Minazuki immediately.
In any case, let's sort the situation out.
To give Yosuke and Chie some time to recover, we agree to Naoto's suggestion and start sifting through all the information and speculations we have.
Sho is conspiring with the other Minazuki, and they enveloped this town in red fog. They then set things up so that we would fight our fakes here.
Their goal is to get us to like free the golden powder by fighting shadows or whatever. And I'm assuming they're trying to summon some big thing, big monster like Nyx that they're borrowing power from, I guess.
When persona users fight inside the red fog, their persona is carved off into fragments, which are being harvested at the top of this tower.
So the whole time, this P1 climax was just to gather our persona fragments, right?
Yeah.
Right. And Sho and Minazuki are planning on using the gathered persona fragments on whatever it is they're summoning with this tower.
This is such a convoluted little plan for no reason.
But what's Sho going through so much fuss to summon?
A big monster to kill everything because he has no friends apparently.
How they intend to use the persona fragments on this summoned entity, and what effects it'll have, remain to be seen.
Where the hell is Akihiko, by the way? He needs to bring his shirtless self up here and just defeat Sho for us. Shine light off his pecs and into Sho, blind him, and then everybody jumps him.
Yeah, but Minazuki said
Starts
he was
jumping the
gonna
ever-living
eradicate
crap
all
out of
living
him.
things by summoning this being. We can't let that happen.
Minazuki's trying
It's the
to
only
fix it
use
so
he's
no one
for.
else but Sho exists anymore, right?
Bro's shirtless
That's
for a
pretty
reason, I
serious.
guess.
If that's what he's up to, we don't have much time left. We gotta hurry and stop him. Oh, hold on a sec. There's something I was wondering about.
You guys want a hot dog? I'm from Boston.
Huh? What is it?
Yeah, that Minazuki guy told you he didn't have a split personality, right, Yukon?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I definitely heard him say that.
Well, he does though. I guess you can try describing it in different semantics. It did seem like he was trying to protect Sho because he was like, this child deserves so much better or stuff like that. So I don't know. It's still split personality though. Or maybe it's one of those situations where that other entity takes over whenever he wants and Sho doesn't realize it. He just kind of blacks out sometimes, like Moon Knight.
And that's what made me think that maybe there's a plume of dusk stuck in it.
What? Huh? How would that work? You can just stick plume of dusks inside human beings and they can develop different personalities or whatever? That's interesting.
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess plume of dusks are like ego fragments or whatever, right? That's why they use them to develop the artificial intelligence for the robots, right?
Well, I told Naoto-kun this before, but the plume of dusk has to do with creating Igases in my hearts, right? When I met Minazuki, the plume of dusk inside me resonated, like when I first met Igas.
Oh.
So
That's
Sho
interesting.
doesn't have split personality. but that Minazuki was a personality that showed up later, it got me wondering.
That would still be split personality, though.
Huh? But
Like-
how? Why?
It didn't seem like Sho didn't know he had a different personality helping him. It seemed like he was working with his split personality. It doesn't matter what you call it. Even if it showed up later, he still has a split personality.
No, it's possible. Thinking about it, Mitsuru-san suspected that Labrys's kidnapper had ties to the Kirijo group. I looked into it as well, but during the reign of Koetsu Kirijo, Mitsuru-san's grandfather, as CEO of the Kirijo group, they performed many inhumane experiments, which led to the various shadow-related crises that Mitsuru-san's group continues to deal with.
Oh. So Sho is probably one of those experiments. That's what the other personality said when, or what he meant by when he said that Sho went through a lot of awful crap. Man, the Kirijo group causes every single thing ever to happen because of all their inhumane bullshit. Although, to be fair, that was like when Mitsuru's grandfather owned the joint, but still, Jesus Christ. Kirijo, handle your shit. Maybe next time get private airplanes with security so that your goddamn equipment that's expensive as fuck doesn't get taken by someone who's jilted against your old company. Jesus. I don't even know what in the world prompted them to try to use public transportation to transport their state-of-the-art shadow fighting suppression weapon. It makes no fucking sense to me. You're a multi-billion conglomerate and you can't buy yourselves an airplane to transport your own stuff with. You're literally contracted with the government. You can literally have the government transport your shit. But okay, whatever. The Plume of Dust made its own personality. It's not from Sho. Oh, interesting. I guess with that. All right.
I wouldn't be surprised
I'll
if
buy
Sho
it for
was a
now.
victim of one of the experiments from that time.
So, are you saying Sho had one of those plume thingies stuck into him as an experiment?
According to my theory, yes.
Seriously?
Why'd they even try to do that? To have him awaken to a persona sooner rather than later? Or maybe it was one of these instances. My god, I can't talk. Or maybe they wanted a person that can summon two personas. They were trying to give them like the power of wild card maybe, but they didn't realize it would give him a completely separate personality. But like, you're never gonna be able to fully be the wild card. The wild card can like fuse and summon a bunch of other personas. You'd have to have like an obscene amount of Plumes of Dusks in one person in order to be able to do even whatever, like 25% of whatever the wild card can do. So you're never gonna fully get there. Although I suppose it's useful to have more than one persona anyways, even if you have like 2 or 3. It's just the whole having 20 bajillion different personalities aspect that's kind of screwy and probably messes test subjects up. A heavy silence falls over us. If Sho's past was this horrible, it's no wonder he hates the world. I'd expect nothing less from the victim of inhumane human experimentation, artificially born and then covered up. He probably doesn't even know the importance of the bonds that people form.
Either way, we must hurry on. If we can rescue Mitsuru-san, she may be able to tell us more.
Let's share the power of family with Sho. Share the power of Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's gonna save Inaba. He's gonna be like, he's gonna hop in here and then before Sho ends the world, he's gonna be like, when did this turn into beautiful world? You know? Everyone nods and we begin heading to the top of the tower. Not to mention, or not one person mentioned a word about the friends who weren't with us. Rise, Kanji, Teddy, Yukiko, and the other shadow operatives fighting alongside Labrys. But it's not because we're not worried about them. It's that we believe in our friends to look after themselves. Rather than go back to town to check on them, we can trust in them and put all our energy into climbing this tower. Don't worry about it, you. Rise just saved Yukari from fate of T-posing for existence. We have to move fast if we want to prevent Sho and Minazuki's plan and protect the town that's so precious to us. Plus, we need to know what Adachi-san's really up to. He's trying to dance on him. I know his plan. Adachi's a secret good guy. He just wants to dance. Leave him alone. Labrys and I lend our respective shoulders to Yosuke and Chie, who are still recovering from their injuries, as we climb the stairs to the top of the tower. We thought the distorted stairs would lead to another maze-like hallway, but they only go further and further up.
Hey, we're at the end. There's a door.
No way you're at the top of the tower. Get out of here.
This is the
Oh
door
my
to the
God.
rooftop, right?
That looks so fucking ominous. Jesus. Definitely not story-changing stuff
I'm
is
going
gonna
to
happen.
open it.
Everyone nods and Naoto opens the door. I wonder what's behind the door. What we see beyond is a bizarre area that we've never laid eyes on before. It's the T-posing palace. Outside what looks like a landing, an enormous red moon shines bright in the sky. There are countless cross-like objects embedded all over the ground too, making it seem like an execution ground. Are Mitsuru and Co. here?
Where is this?
It's not part of Yasogami High. That much is certain.
Hey, over there!
Is that Mitsuru-san?
T-posing on him. Just like we saw on the Midnight Channel, Mitsuru-san is bound to the cross Chie points to. Is she unconscious? Her head hangs limp and she doesn't react to Labrys calling her name. As we try to hurry over to her, a figure moves to block our way.
Deploying enclosed battlefield. You will go no further.
Who is that? Shadow of someone else? The summoned red pillars fall from the sky and surround us. Even here, they're forcing these battles on us.
I've been waiting for you, sister.
Oh, again? Bro, why you keep reusing shadows for?
You ain't Aigis. You're a fake too.
You're cheating. Also, if you could do that, why not just summon a constant stream of like Yosuke's or whatever to just have everybody beat the crap out of them and then get the golden powder from? If you can just keep doing that however you want, might as well, yeah? Or like a bunch of Kens, you know? Labrys is right. That burning golden hue in the figure's eye is a dead giveaway that it's a fake.
Indeed, I am a fake, sister. But is the distinction necessary for us?
What?
We are weapons forged in the shape of humans. Aren't we all fakes from the start?
Yeah, but we're the best fakes, okay? They're the best fakes, and plus they're waifus, so you can't even compare. Get out of here.
Fakes of humans.
Have you
Don't fall for
forgotten?
this shit.
We have no comrades. You even fought and killed your sister units, no.
She's just mad that you're not a basic bitch, Labrys. Don't listen to her.
Damn it, Labrys, don't listen to her!
Labrys' past is filled with gruesome memories of battle. Her makers advanced the product line by having their prototypes fight each other. Jesus Christ, my throat's fucking dying. She was forced to destroy her sister units, basically kill the rest of her family. But
It's okay, Yosuke.
What? But
I'm gonna kick some ass and chew some bubblegum, Yosuke.
Labrys will be alright.
That's right. In the P1 Grand Prix, Labrys faced the shadow within her and accepted it. Our Labrys standing with us now shouldn't be swayed with such cheap tricks. The power
What's
of friendship.
wrong, sister? Do you not hate humans?
Yeah, I do hate humans.
Then,
But not like how you mean it.
sister,
As much as I got a grudge against humans, it was humans that saved me. Yeah, the ones who made me did horrible things to me. To all the ones in my model.
Be pissed at the scientists.
But hating all humans.
Hate
because
all
of that is
scientists, not
wrong.
humans.
I like Yukon, and Mitsuru-san, and all the rest of them. It ain't right for you to destroy the world they all live in.
Hell
how
yeah.
unfortunate. I would have thought that you could understand my master, Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude.
Who wants to be a loner? Like, okay, you know what? I enjoy playing video games and stuff, but like, even I need some human interaction sometimes, okay? You know, that's all I'm saying.
His solitude.
Don't waste your breath. I will see you die here, sister.
The fake Aigis charges towards Labrys at high speeds. This isn't good. Labrys is tied up supporting Chie and is in no position to fight back. I have the same problem propping up Yosuke too, which leaves only one person who can deal with this right now.
Naoto, I'm counting on you.
Oh
Don't
no.
have to tell me.
Naoto's persona, summoned with perfect timing, stops the fake Aige-san's attack and forces it back.
Naoto-kun!
Megidolon!
Great move, Naoto!
You really helped, Naoto-kun.
Use Mahama.
Nonsense.
Let's make ourselves clear. As long as we're around, we won't allow you to so much as lay a finger on
Take your gun out and shoot her in the face, Naoto.
I don't know what kind of solitude you or your creator is suffering, but we don't lightly forgive anyone who hurts our friends.
Then there is nothing more to discuss. Releasing limiters. Switching to battle mode. Annihilating targets.
You're not waifu material. You're an impasta. Wait, why are they letting me choose? I thought both of them were tied up. Why would they? You should have just forced me to fight with Naoto. You made a point of saying that they couldn't fight for a reason. The game lied to me. Bamboozled.
Final. Fight.
Use your toe.
It's been a while since I've heard this song.
What? There you are.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Take the initiative.
I must hit. I must hit.
God damn.
That was a good match. Nice.
And I
work.
started blasting. It's basically Naoto's fighting style. Jesus. Fair enough, though, because she has a gun, but still. OP. These shadows have a kink for wanting to get their ass beaten. They like smile every single time. And I know it's because it's part of the fake plan or something, but I'm just gonna keep pretending that it's because they have a kink for getting manhandled. Alright, the fake Aige-san begins to melt away. As everyone runs towards Mitsuru-san, I think about what the fake Aige-san said. I would have thought that you could understand my master, Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude. What I sensed from Sho when I met him was an intense, insane hatred for everything in this world. What could have pushed him so far that he decided to pursue an outrageous goal like destroying the world? I don't know, ask Mitsuru.
Mitsuru-san!
Her company's behind everything.
Where am I? Labrys, you came. Mitsuru-san, are you all right? Yes. But aren't you all a bit too
Sho
close?
is not acting very quilt right now, Mitsuru. He's still a blanket. Mitsuru-san comes to and we all look into her face. She seems pretty exhausted, but she does appear to be fully conscious.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry I'm late. Jeez, look how beat up you are.
She's been T-posing for extended periods of time. She's basically almost dead.
Thank you, Labrys.
Use Dia on her.
Thank you and your friends as well. But first, I must apologize. I said I would guarantee your security, but see how that turned out. We had almost identified the culprit, but...
What are you saying? You don't have to apologize now. Nobody cares.
While we wait for Mitsuru-san to recover, we share what we've learned so far with her. About this town, about Sho and Minazuki, and about their plan to call something terrible down.
Sho Minazuki, huh? How ironic that he would mimic his father's actions.
His father? Oh right, according to Naoto's account, when she and Labrys met Minazuki for the first time, Minazuki called the Shadow Operatives the ones who killed Sho's father. Oh yeah! Hold on a sec. Going by what Mitsuru-san just said, I'd say she knows something about who Sho is. Maybe she can give us the missing piece of the puzzle to crack this case. That is, apart from the mystery of who or what Sho is trying to summon.
I see. Shuji Akutsuki was his...
No fucking way! No! No way! Akutsuki was this dude's dad? Since fucking when? Bro, I guess... I guess Akutsuki didn't fucking care about his son. He didn't mention him once throughout the entire main game. Jesus Christ. The puns didn't give it away. Bro, Teddy does puns. That doesn't mean he's Akutsuki's fucking son, okay? Jesus Christ. I thought he was just cringe like Teddy. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Mitsuru-san slowly closes her eyes and nods at Naoto's murmurings. Shuji Ikutsuki, is that the name of Sho's father? They have a complicated relationship? I'd say that they probably do. You could even, I don't know, bro. What father doesn't mention in passing, at least, that they have a son? It's like, you introduce yourself. They really added a lot to Ikutsuki as a character, and I like it. In this game or in Persona 3 Reload? I'm assuming you're talking about this game specifically, right?
The Kirijo group once had a branch specializing in shadow research. It was the Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory, Ergo Research for short.
This game, gotcha.
My grandfather, Koetsu Kirijo, provided Ergo Research with a vast budget to perform various experiments over many years. Experiments like Labras and Igus, anti-shadow suppression weapons with humanoid bodies that harbor personas, as well as countless inhumane experiments, such as creating artificial persona users through suppressants.
I still don't understand why they made robots that they gave basically a personality fight other robots that look like themselves. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like they could have just made artificial shadows, right? And then had them fight that. That way they didn't have all these issues with the robots. You know? But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just big brain. Mitsuru-san's expression grows even sterner. The damage that Kirijo group left behind. So their cursed legacy is why Mitsuru-san and her shadow operatives are so devoted to their duty of exterminating shadows.
Sho Minazuki. His name was recorded in the Ergo Research Archives as the youngest test subject. Shuji Ikutsuki was the researcher of record.
So he experimented on his own son?
Afterwards, Ergo Research was dissolved in an explosive accident, burying their research. But in the confusion, Ikutsuki saved some of it.
And that included Sho Minazuki.
Or wait. So it's not his real son. He's not his real son. He was an experiment, and then Shuji saved him, I guess. And he became like his surrogate son, I guess? Is that what they mean? Kind of like adopted him, which is why he doesn't mention it to anybody. Because he probably didn't let the Kirijo group know that he took him with him. Adopted, sort of. Gotcha.
Yes, there's more to the story, but I've confirmed this much in what we've deciphered thus far of Ikutsuki's personnel file. Sho Minazuki seems to have been Ikutsuki's favorite test subject.
Oh, so it's like a fucked up adoption. He's like, you're my favorite experiment. Come with me.
Test subject? But he's a person. How could he do such a horrible thing?
The Kirijo group of the time was an evil place, suffused with his arrogance.
So, damn. So, you're telling me the Nanjo group basically split with the Kirijo group because the Nanjo group was not they did not like what the Kirijo group was doing. They're like, fuck you guys, we're out. So the Nanjo group separated from the Kirijo group because they were doing grotesque experiments at the time. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Peplo, but the Nanjo group is a major conglomerate of one of the characters from Persona 1 and 2.
It isn't hard to imagine how he was treated with Ikutsuki in charge. Minazuki was raised in a solitary environment, never interacting with anyone. I suspect his experiences from that time greatly affected the development of Minazuki's current personality.
For the first time, Mitsuru-san seems genuinely distressed. There's a lot on her shoulders. Played a bit of P1 and recognized it in P3. Yep. Also, why the hell does Sho care about Ikutsuki? like he's one of the people who experimented on him. Wouldn't he want to kill Ikutsuki? Wouldn't he just say good riddance instead of I'm gonna get revenge for him? Or they killed my father or whatever. Although I suppose the basis for him wanting to do this is more because he wants to end his suffering or whatever. Like his own suffering. I don't know. Or maybe it's one of those fucked up relationships where like he didn't have a choice but to bond with the only person who would give him human interaction. And that person just happened to be his fucked up experimentation father-in-law or whatever. They have a complicated relationship. Yeah, complicated. Yeah, definitely. Sup, Galactic Corgi, how you doing? She wants to put an end to the scars on the history that the monsters of the Kirijo group have left within her generation. But she's not alone. I'm sure Mitsuru-san's companions will keep supporting her, keep sharing in her burden as they walk alongside her.
Hey, Mitsuru-san. These experiments they did on Sho, were they really related to the Plume of Dusk?
That's correct. The central thrust of the experiment was to embed a Plume of Dusk into Minazuki.
Can I get the why?
No way! So that's what the Minazuki personality is?
Just as Labrys and Naoto had thought, a Plume of Dusk was implanted into Sho's body, which seemed like it gave birth to a new self within him. That's one mystery down, though it's not hard to imagine how cruel Shuji Ikutsuki's experiments were since he didn't care at all about what was sacrificed for him. The thought must be reminding Labrys of her own past, since I noticed her meekly lowering her gaze. Yosuke hastily speaks up to lighten the mood.
Can I ask you something? Do you have any details about whatever it is he's trying to summon?
The hentai tentacle monster.
No, I know nothing about that. But if it's similar to what we encountered at Tartarus, it's nothing welcome.
That was only to be expected, since Sho's desire is to destroy the world.
He's gonna summon Nyx's son. Zin. Backwards Nyx. Nyx Jr. As we all share in a sinking feeling from that an ominous, Jesus fucking Christ, ominous prediction. A familiar voice echoes in everyone's mind. Nixon? Nah, bro. Bro's about to get impeached. I love Nyx Jr. That's copyrighted. It sounds similar to another name. Speaking of Nyx Jr., bro, they had a lot of good shows, I'm just saying. I remember that shit. As we all share in a sinking feeling from that ominous prediction, a familiar voice echoes in everyone's mind. It's a Persona communication.
Senpai, I finally got a hold of you. I'm so glad you're safe.
Are you guys still on the first floor?
Voice. Rise, you're all right.
Why aren't you guys climbing to help?
Mitsuru-senpai, are you okay? I was worried, you know.
Is that you, Yukari? You came. I'm sorry, but no. Thank you. You're always such a help to me.
I still can't get over how woman-faced Yukari looks.
I'm fine too. Kikuno-san has evacuated to safety as well.
Yamagishi, thank goodness. It seems I've also put you in danger.
But hey, the last time you played this game, there was no official footage of Persona 4 Remake, and now oh yeah, bro. Ooh, I saw that shit. Oh, I'm getting ready to get all up in there. I honestly wasn't expecting them to even bother with Persona 4, because I feel like that's way too recent of a game to remake, but whatever, they're doing it. I'm gonna give them my money. I don't care. All I'm wondering is how they're gonna handle sensitive situations, because my god, I don't want Atlas to get murked in the court of public opinion. Because I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff was kind of you know, funny as hell, but I don't know if people would necessarily like it nowadays with how fucking sensitive everyone is, you know. I hope Adachi Baby just sounds the same. Oh yeah, they're changing all the voice actors too. I'm gonna miss Yuri Lowenthal for Yosuke. That's too bad. Johnny Young Bosch didn't complain about not coming back. Yeah, it was Yuri, right? That's how it got leaked. Yuri was like, oh, they didn't ask me to come back for Persona 4 Remake. Best character. Yuri Lowenthal deserves to come back. Yosuke better sound the same. I think they should double down. Make male romances never happening with Atlas, baby. It was Yuri and Chie and Yukiko's VAs. Yuri, Chie, and Yukiko, all three of them complained? Damn. Why didn't they bring them back? I feel like everybody loves Chie's VA. I don't know about Yukiko's, to be honest. I don't even know who voices Yukiko. All I know is Yu is the same voice actor as Adachi. Yosuke is Yuri Lowenthal. And was also, what's that? What's the boy's name in Persona 3? The Nyx avatar or whatever? But yeah, rip in voice actor Persona heaven, Yuri Lowenthal. I always found Chie's golden VA annoying. Well, yeah, she's supposed to be. That's her personality. If she's annoying you, she's doing a good job.
Oh no, I forgot to connect you to Kanji and the others. Senpai, Teddy, and Igus are safe.
It's like how Kanji sounds like he's always fucking screaming, no matter what he's saying. She forgot something important. After some time, we hear the familiar voices echoing in our minds again. Have I heard the OG Persona 4 VA? I have. Believe it or not, I played Persona 4 originally on the PlayStation 2 version. And my god, the PlayStation 2 version was fucking ruthless. Because I don't think you could save in between I don't think you can start over from like the beginning of floors. I think you had to save and then you spawn back at your last save file. So it was like, if you died, you fucking died. And your whole like last half an hour of gameplay gets yeeted out the window. Because of how goddamn ruthless Persona 4 Vanilla was. But yeah, I don't remember her old VA. Maybe I'll watch a clip or two and compare the two of them. I've heard mixed thing about both.
Yukiko? Is that you? Mm-hmm. Kanji-kun and Teddy are fine too. What about you, Chie? Are you hurt?
You're playing through OGP4 right now. I did a fez back in middle school. Why would you play OGP4 right now? Is it because of the VAs, or is it because you just want to try the OG Persona 4? I feel like Persona 4 Golden is the only way to go at this point. Like, why not play the one with major life improvements? Or major life improvements? Major, game improvements, gameplay-wise. Started it a bit ago, just wanted to try it. Gotcha. I feel like it's a harder curve at the start, you know?
No, I'm okay. I got a few
It's
scratches,
ruthless.
but it's no big deal.
And they don't have skill cards because Marie's not a thing. I'm pretty sure they probably don't have the same skills, or they don't have all the same skills as they do in Persona 4 Golden. So there's just a lot of stuff that's missing from that game.
Huh? Are you sure you're okay?
Yo, Senpai! Sorry we're late.
Sensei!
Shut up, Teddy.
Damn it, Teddy, I told you to quit rubbing your runny nose on me!
It really isn't that bad. Yeah, Yukiko boss fight with no ice weakness tripped me out. Just needed to grind a little more, I guess. Remind me, were the golden hands in Persona 4 OG version, or were they only a Persona 4 Golden thing? I don't remember them being in the OG. Alright, they never change. Even in a situation where we can't communicate properly, the rest of them are still in our thoughts, because we all believed in each other. We all gathered here now without anyone telling us to do so. That's when I recall that the fake Aige-san, what the fake Aige-san say to Libris. I would have thought that you could understand my master Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude. If what Mitsuru-san told us about Sho was right, then not only did he never meet anyone who could understand his burden of solitude, he never even had the chance to form a relationship with anyone. Oh yeah, that's what tends to happen when you're an experiment gone wrong, so in that respect, there's not much in separating Sho from us. if even one person had reached out to him, couldn't he have had the chance to change too?
Sister, you came to rescue us. Thank you. I'm all right.
I think they are, but only valuable cell stuff, no experience. Oh my god. Sounds like such a pain in the dick. So you have to grind the very extra long way, basically. And not only that, but I don't think they have shuffle time in the original. Or if they have shuffle time, I don't think they have like the get XP, or not XP, get like a permanent buff to the stats of your Persona cards or anything like that.
Aigis! Whew. I was really worried about you.
Man, it's getting crowded here. You guys really know who's who?
Hey, it's homeboy with the long neck.
You're the only one who doesn't, Junpei-san. Though there are a few I haven't personally
I still can't get over how you look like a short fucking 24-year-old student, college student. Why did they give you this model?
It seems everyone's all right. You have the devil's luck.
It's really weird shovel time, and yeah, it's only Personas. Yeah. Yep. After both our investigation team and Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives are done being relieved that the others are safe, we have a big round of introductions. But the more I learn about them, the stranger their group seems. A costumed hero, a baseball coach, a middle school student, and a dog, and a shirtless guy? A shirtless gigolo? It's already surprising to see so many other Persona users, but these ones are, well, unique.
Quite a spirited crowd. But don't let your guard down yet. The battle isn't over.
And then Nix Jr. comes down and murks everybody in 2 seconds. Mitsuru-san smiles upon saying so. It hasn't been long since we met Mitsuru-san and her people, but I can tell just by overhearing their exchanges that they're bound by a strong trust, just like we are. We're better, though. With the battles behind us for now, everyone naturally starts having a friendly chat. I decide to take the opportunity to bring up what I was just thinking about with Mitsuru-san.
Mitsuru-san, I'd like to talk to you about Sho.
You wish to save him yourself. Is that what you were about to say?
Huh?
It's written all over your face. It would hardly be a surprise to hear you say it. There are many things to sympathize with regarding Minazuki's past. He too is a victim of the Kirijo group's dark side. Still, that does not give him license to endanger the world or hurt people. It doesn't change the fact that he is an enemy who must be defeated.
I agree.
Yet, you still wish to save him.
That's
correct?
the Chad way. That's the Chad way.
Yes.
If Sho wished for the world's destruction because of the solitude forced on him, then we know how to save him from that. Mitsuru-san lets me finish, then fixes me with a solemn gaze.
Either way, things must be settled with Minazuki. We should brace ourselves.
Is this gonna be a 1v1? You versus Minazuki?
Right, we can't lose this one.
Indeed, it's true that our enemy is powerful. But no matter how far apart we are, if we keep believing in each other, we'll always come back together. Family. And that fact gives us a great strength. Oh, here comes Nix Jr.
Another earthquake!
Uh-oh. Isn't it getting stronger?
Huh? This is... Careful, everyone! It stinks of shadows!
I like this song so much. This is the song of Ameno Sagiri. Pretty good song. I think we only hear it once throughout Persona 4.
What?
Everyone instantly tenses up. The relaxed mood is shattered and Rise raises her voice as if bracing herself.
This can't be!
What's wrong, Kujikawa?
It's shadows. Countless shadows are gathering at this tower. What?
Like at the bottom of the tower or at the top?
I'm picking up shadow readings. 20, 30. They keep coming.
Scrub numbers. We can take them.
Can't stop them.
Yeah, we can.
The shadows are passing through here. It looks like they're heading to the top of the tower.
So they're climbing the tower from down below.
What's wrong, Rise?
That's weird.
The shadows that were already at the top are merging together.
Oh, so it's... Shadows are merging together, so it's kind of like when the shadows merge with their host or whatever. Are they merging with Sho? Is that what they're doing? Something tells me the summoning that Sho mentioned has already begun. And now, at a quick glance, around tells me everyone else is thinking the same thing. When I look down from the edge of the tower, the horde of shadows has already swallowed the ground and is now trying to cover this tower. This is bad. Rise's group is still near the tower's base and Kanji's group is somewhere around the middle. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before the shadows reach them. What do I do? Should I call them here at once or should we head down to them? But if we do that, then we can do anything about the summoning that's gonna happen any minute.
You have to go, Senpai. We'll hold things here.
Huh?
Oh, is this...
What are you surprised for? Of course we'd say that. You're the ones closest to the top.
This Persona 3 Reload situation where they're holding off the shadows at the top of the tower, basically?
You're right. Mitsuru, this is no time to fool around. Leave this to us so you can get to the roof.
I'm gonna hit them with my shirt that I refuse to put on. You go, Akihiko, you go. Beat them up with your pecs.
Mitsuru-senpai, you can't lose focus. Don't worry, we're pretty tough.
Yukari.
All right. It's a bit lonely here, but I'll do my best for your sake.
Nobody
Sensei.
cares, Teddy.
Teddy.
You're like Krillin, except more annoying.
Go, young man. There's no time to be indecisive.
Bro, what are you,
Faces
fucking
are
80
loaded,
years
so
old?
go out swinging.
You're like 3 years older than the protagonist, okay? Young man. Calm down, okay?
Junpei.
Mitsuru-san raises her head and looks at us. Her expression is pure determination. You can see she's made up her mind to trust in her companions, and that's that.
All three groups, separate and intercept the shadows. Yamagishi, Yukari, Kujikawa. Head to the lower levels. Destroy the enemy, but take caution. Akihiko, work with those on the middle level and block as many shadows as you can. Don't bother giving chase to whatever gets past you. We'll remain here and intercept the shadows as Narukami advances to the highest point of the tower.
Such a good fucking song.
Me?
You're the least injured of us all, and considering your skill, you're the most logical choice to send.
Yeah, bro, we can summon like 20 different personas. Not even, we can summon like 140 different personas.
Please go, Senpai. We'll protect this place.
Yeah! I'm getting psyched. Go on ahead, Yukun.
You, it's time to bring out Hasatobi. Yoshitsune and his Hazutobi.
Go get him, partner. Make sure you pull this off for our sake.
The simplest way to beat Sho.
I'm counting on you, Yukun.
Just spam Hazutobi.
Can't let Sho get his way.
Over and over
Put an
again.
end to this.
With all of us here and probably the ones still on the lower and middle levels. Wait. My reading is me no read. With that, all of us here and probably the ones on the lower and middle levels nod at once. You all nodded collectively? Everyone gives me a supportive push and I take a step forward.
You understand, right? Don't do anything reckless.
They sensed that the plan was ready to go, so they nodded at the same time.
I understand. I'll come back. If I can't do it, then I'll ask for help. There's no shame in leaning on your friends after all. No matter how many times I fail or make mistakes, I can do anything with them. I won't give up.
I knew someone once who I suspect felt the same way.
For an instant, Mitsuru's eyes are hazy, thinking of something or someone else. We're better. We're the Chad. At least he's a door. He's become door Jesus for us, Mitsuru. It's okay. He's still with us. But at the moment, but the moment passes, and at once her steely eyes are turned to the countless shadows surrounding us. Like climbing the tower's outer
We
wall.
will clear a path for Narukami. Is everyone in place?
Yeah!
Yes, of course.
Leave it to us.
I'm from Boston. Mitsuru gives the order and everyone readies themselves to move. The shadows appearing one after the other seem intent on completely storming the stairs. I'm on my way to now.
Once we get the signal, everyone attack.
They're trying to block off.
Here goes. 1,
Sho.
2.
So wait, are they just trying to keep him on top of the tower so that he can be lonely? Is that? Damn, they're spamming Persona. I kind of wish this was a cutscene. On Fukasan and Rise's signal, everyone dashes towards the swirling torrent of shadows. They form powerful shockwaves that come together, pushing back the limitless mass of the shadows, mowing them down. Ooh! A path clears in the center of the black wave, and I run towards it as fast as my legs will carry me.
Go you!
We're all counting on you.
It's not just everyone in the investigation team. Right now, the hopes of Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives are pinned on me too. I can't waste the opportunity they gave me. There's no time to hesitate. Wait for me, everyone. Sonic fast, baby, Sonic fast. Really? Why? I feel like we're at 80%. 75? Before the battle. Is there more lore? What's over here? Oh, there's just a continuation over here. Bro. 75%. Oh, how long is this? I can't tell. It looks like we're going back to the Velvet Room, though. Alright. A lot is just people talking. Oh, boy. Alright. We'll get this over with, and then I'll, it's like 3 or 4 fights. Gotcha. When I came to, I'm surrounded by blue. I'm seated in the usual place, in the usual room. Why did they summon me now? Actually, it's probably because of my situation that they summoned me. There's no need to be impatient. I already know that this place exists outside of time.
You seem surprisingly calm. Your third ordeal has arrived. Do you think you can overcome it?
Call Igor back from his lunch break. It's every time he's out of the Velvet Room that all this shit keeps happening. I don't answer. Whether I can do it or not isn't the question. I have to do it. As if seeing my determination, Margaret gives me a satisfied smile.
I see. Your mind is already made up. And that's a fitting answer for you.
What is Sho trying to summon? How is he going to use the persona fragments?
Just as I'm about to ask her to tell me if she knows, Margaret cuts me off.
All I can do is watch over your journey. What is happening in your town must be ascertained with your own eyes.
Give me a hint at least. I mean, honestly, I knew she'd say that. I could only shake my head and smile. Instead, I decide to ask something that's been bothering me all this time.
Is Marie all right?
Marie is fighting desperately right now. Calamities in your town directly affect her.
Right.
Your actions will decide the girl's fate.
Marie, I forgot about her. She's the town. This is literally all happening inside of her. Not in that way, but just as I thought. She seemed so weak when I saw her because the abnormalities in this town are infecting her. Looks like I've got one more thing to fight for.
One last thing. The young man who rejects everything and wishes to destroy the world? You hold the key to his salvation. Depending on what you choose, you may be able to awaken him as an official guest.
Well, you're telling me I can make him a protagonist? Like, give him wildcard powers? Show as a guest? What's that supposed to mean? Just as I'm about to ask, the scenery distorts and becomes hazy. Interesting. When I come to again, I'm by myself, standing about halfway up the stairs to the top of the tower. Sho can become protagonist. Ooh, look at those statues. That's kind of cool. It's almost like they're like living shadows or whatever. Interesting. All right. The long stairway finally comes to an end and I step into the area at the top of the tower. Strange patterns are inscribed into the floor and all around me at regular intervals are these eerie pillars. This was carefully arranged, much different from the distorted places we've seen up to now. Up above, a large vortex glows ominously, swallowing the countless shadows gathered there, and directly underneath is a giant crystal of some kind. Whatever that shining emerald is, it's floating in midair. And there, right beside it, Sho and Adachi-san. I can't wait for Adachi-san to tap dance this fool to death. Before P5, people thought Sho would be the next protagonist. Why? Why would that happen? That doesn't make much sense to me. I can't help but tense up, but on closer inspection, Adachi-san is on one knee, like he's kneeling before Sho. Huh? What's happening? Neither Sho nor Adachi-san has noticed me yet. I hide behind the pillars and slowly get close enough to make out their voices.
You bastard! What are you thinking?
Oh no!
You know how important this thing is. Are you trying to ruin my plan?
The red early P5 design stuff, I guess, is it only because he's a ginger that people thought that? Adachi, no! Shoot him in the face! Tap dance him to death! What are you doing? Important thing. Plan. That must mean the floating object over there is all the persona fragments they took from us. Yeesh! Sho was just looking down on Adachi-san until all of a sudden he kicked up at his body. Adachi-san's knocked back from the direct hit and gives a pained groan. What? What in the world is going on here?
That's what I said. I tried to destroy those persona fragments by striking when I saw the chance.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I knew Adachi wasn't fully in on it. He's trying to destroy his supply of persona fragments.
You worthless rat. I knew you weren't worth shit. But to think you were biding your time for this. Well...
To be fair, who would want to go along with this stupid-ass plan? Like, you're gonna destroy everything and kill everyone because you don't want to be a loner? Like... Did I hear that right? Adachi-san wasn't Sho's accomplice? Yeah, bro, you should have known this. You know Adachi, okay? You're at Social Link level 10 with him. You know him. He tried to catch Sho off guard to destroy the crystal. Then Adachi-san was trying to prevent Sho's plan from the very beginning.
You asked me before. You said, don't you hate this world too? Huh? That's right. Well, you were just trash I was gonna use from the start. Once everything was ready and I cut up the rest of them, I was gonna kill you slow. Still, I at least gave you the chance to have some fun, you piece of shit.
Bro! Throwing rocks from glass houses over here. Bro was helping you on your elite plan and you were like, I was gonna kill you anyways. Who makes... That makes you the fucking piece of shit. Bro. No wonder you don't have any friends, buddy. You need to calm down, okay?
I was gonna let your crap slide until I showed you the end of the world you never got to achieve. Why not? Right?
Adachi's plan was better.
Don't think we're the same, you little brat.
Exactly. Tell him off.
What?
Roast the shit out of him.
What was that? You think the whole world hates you just because someone didn't treat you right? You're nothing but a little kid throwing a tantrum.
Hell yeah. Fight, fight, fight.
No, I seriously hate this world. Don't put me in the same shoes as a half-assed brat like you.
Now take out your gun and shoot him in the face, Adachi.
You're so finished, you bastard. I'll kill you just like you want. Sure, I'm lame. Whatever. But you don't know yet, do you? Those guys don't play around. You better be prepared.
Why don't you just summon Magatsu Izanagi and kick this dude's ass, Adachi?
Die, you piece of shit.
He's normal Sho right now. Alright, Sho grabs Adachi by his collar and points the sword at the detective. I've bided my time long enough. I was hoping for a better opening, but I rush in now.
Stop it, Sho!
It's time to protect Adachi baby. Sho glares at me while breathing heavily. There's nothing but hate in his stare.
Oh, you're early. Way to ruin the moment.
Bro, you have Magatsu Izanagi, okay? You could have used a... what's the healing item? You could have used a healing item, okay? Is Adachi-san safe? I glance to check on him and feel a slight bit of relief. He's hurt badly from the beating he took at the hands of an agitated Sho, but it doesn't seem like it's life-threatening.
Just to be clear, I didn't do it for you guys. I just wanted to set things right for myself.
Yeah, right. Shut up, bitch. You love me.
I know. You're not that type of person.
Adachi-san came here to honor his promise to in his own way. Finding that out was more than enough for me. Oh yeah, wasn't his promise something like, I'll try to live by your rules or something like that? His letter at the end of Persona 4? The load on my chest that's been there all this time is gone, and I actually feel good now.
You're such a know-it-all. It's not very attractive.
On the contrary, it is attractive. He's Chat God. With a typical bit of sarcasm, Adachi-san falls unconscious. That's when Sho suddenly barks at a strange laugh. Okay. You good, bro?
What's so funny?
He's gonna do a your mom joke. Watch out, you. He's gonna kill you with a your mom joke. It's gonna be the sickest joke in existence.
What are you guys getting all desperate for? It's disgusting. It makes me sick. I hate it when people get all goody-goody.
Okay.
I'll destroy everything! Everything! I'll destroy every...
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers bar. Oh, he died. Whoops. Well, the world is saved. It happened all of a sudden. Like a machine blowing a fuse, Sho's enraged rant stops and he falls silent. His body goes limp like a marionette whose strings have been cut, but eventually it spasms and stands eerily straight. Here comes the other Sho. Another bad pun?
He's getting too worked up. It's a bad habit of his.
So when he gets too worked up, I guess he faints and then the other guy takes over?
You must be the other one. Minazuki.
I didn't think you would put up this much of a fight. Perhaps I should have killed you back then after all.
You literally had the chance to kill several people and you refused to do that for some reason.
Minazuki, you said then that you did all this to grant Sho's wish. But this isn't the way to save him.
And I said that's your perspective on the matter. All I'm here for is to grant this boy's wish.
Do you still not get it? That's not Sho's wish.
Are you delusional? I know the boy. I know of his hatred and his suffering. His father, Shuji Yakutsuki, abandoned this boy. He used the child for his own desires and then discarded him when he was as good as dead.
What a good dad.
Shuji Yakutsuki. This is the world that abandoned him.
Fantastic father. Father of the year.
That's why this boy came to detest everything about this world and wished for it all to disappear.
It's okay, Sho. I'll adopt you. You, Narukami, will adopt you and show you his Chad ways.
No.
And you can make
Sho
friends.
just doesn't know yet. What he's been through isn't all there is to the world. It's not too late.
Silence. I know what I am. I am a shard of one who brings about death.
Oh yeah, plumes of dusks are like basically Nick's feathers or whatever, right?
If this boy wishes for the death of all, then I will use my true nature to destroy this world.
That's not it. I can tell Sho's hatred does run deep. Maybe he did wish for everything in the world to just disappear, but that's not what he truly wants deep down. Sho adores the bond between people and yearns for that himself, but because he can't have it, the world doesn't accept him. He had to live with such dark emotions he had no idea how to deal with. He just doesn't know how to express himself. Minazuki was born from the plume of dust, so he's just responding to Sho's darker desires. He's fixated on granting Sho's wish to destroy the world, but that's not what Sho really needs.
For Sho's sake, too. I will defeat you.
Moon rocks? The moon is Nyx, right? I guess so.
Very well. Come and fight.
Okay. Tsukuyomi? Oh, that's his persona's name.
Finally.
Interesting.
What? Persona! Enough! Over here! I made over here! Just there. Over here! What? Over here! Over here! What? Not enough. Over here! Over here!
Over here!
What? Come forward! You're an ass! Come forward!
Jesus Christ, the combos, no!
Over here! Over here!
Clutch. Clutched. Get wrecked. The strike with all my strength behind it hits Minazuki and he hunches over. I take my sword back in my hands and swing it with the power I can bring to bear. With all the power I can bring to bear. Jesus. Minazuki's knees buckle and he falls to the ground, or so it seems.
What?
Minazuki won't fall. He supports his trembling legs with his own arms and keeps glaring at me as he tries to ready his sword again.
I'm not done yet.
Minazuki, why are you trying to grant Sho's wish?
He probably feels like a father figure to Sho, because he's been with him all this time. That's probably what it is.
A foolish question. I awakened within this boy. It's only natural for me to grant his desires.
Or at least his best friend. Though he kept a cool head thus far, Minazuki barks his response at me. He keeps trying to stand despite his injuries, and all I see is the strong will of someone who's determined to protect what's important to him. Minazuki, you still don't understand, you're just like us.
Minazuki, you are strong. You don't realize it either. Your strength.
It's founded on the strength of your bonds. It was founded on your burden of solitude. No. Why would I say that? That's so stupid.
It's founded on the strength of your bonds. I don't know exactly what you are. Since you were born from a plume of dusk, maybe you really are a shard of one who brings about death. But no matter how you hurt, or how badly you're about to fall, the power that lets you stand up for someone else, that comes from bonds.
Impossible. I am this boy's...
You're his dad.
No one lives alone. You protected Sho and supported him all this time. You should know that by now.
That's right. No one can live by severing ties with other people. If Sho doesn't know how to do this because of the life he's led, then we just have to show him how. I'm sure even Mitsuru-san and the other Shadow Operatives will accept Sho just like they did with Labris. It's such a simple thing that even the fake Aige-san figured it out, so there's no way you can't see this, right, Minazuki?
What's with this sappy drama?
Pardon me?
You're...
Aha! You must be Sho-chan's Minazuki-kun. You're disqualified from the P1 climax. Time for you to make your exit!
I'm confused. Is this a third party? I thought this was Minazuki's power. That's weird.
Kagutsuchi, you bastard.
Kagutsuchi?
Kagutsuchi?
Did you think I didn't know? Of course I did! I knew from the very beginning about your idea to use the power left inside Adachi Baby to suppress me!
Adachi Baby?
So you deduced even that?
Wait, so no, they were working together, but Minazuki tried to seal him with Adachi's power?
Oh, and...
The General Teddy before us, no, this thing that Minazuki called Kagutsuchi gives me a look that makes some unexplainable fear rise in the pit of my stomach.
You Narukami, you defeated this fool, so you're the champion of the P1 climax! Congratulations!
Yay, what do I win?
Your prize is your execution.
Well, that's not a very good prize. Fuck you. I'm sorry, did I just get shanked? It happened in the blink of an eye. Minazuki, who should have been behind me, disappeared, and then in the next instant, he was closing in on General Teddy. And then the blade he was holding was run through General Teddy's body.
Ow! What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I thought you got stabbed.
What do you intend to do with this boy, Kagutsuchi?
What am I going to do? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill him.
But why?
I'll grant that brat you're so fond of what he wants. A world of solitude. But I'll be the only one there. It will be a world all for myself, where only I exist.
That sounds so boring, bro. Why would you want that? Oh, damn. General Teddy's mannerisms changed, and he effortlessly hoisted up Minazuki, who just pierced him with his blade. Jesus Christ. This ominous, hate-drenched voice sounds like it's coming from the depths of hell. What in the world is this thing?
This body had reached its limit anyway. It's only a fate made with shadows, after all. It was never meant to support itself so long.
What an interesting voice.
Fortunately, a horde of shadows to create a vessel, and persona fragments to control it have been gathered.
Oh. He made a big boy, big brain power vessel for himself, basically. So that's what his plan was. But I don't think Minazuki knew that that was his goal. Or, well, I guess his goal was to get a vessel and then he would kill everything with that vessel, and their goal was to get everything killed. So I guess their goals lined up.
What? Well done, my knight. It is thanks to you that everything came together so splendidly. All that's left is to fuse that brat with the shadows as a base, and then devour the persona fragments to inhabit my new corporeal form.
What are you then? Like another god, like Izanami?
You, Narukami. I was born when this town was enshrouded in fog. I have quite the connection with all of you.
Oh, so wait, are you another Ameno Sagiri?
What? I pay no heed to others. I am the collective will of those who abandon all connections and strive to live only for themselves.
So you're basically like Adachi's shadow, is what you're telling me?
I incinerate everything. I will murder, trample, and cast you humans down into the depths of despair. My name is Hino Kagutsuchi, one who kills all who live in this world.
What a mighty name, you know? But I'm gonna kick your ass though. What called itself Hino Kagutsuchi laughs, and then a scarlet fog, incomparably thicker than before, pours out of General Teddy's body. The fog enters the helpless Minazuki through his eyes, ears, mouth, and wounds he sustained during battle. Ew.
You bastard.
Bro's getting violated by fog.
Show!
Wait, can I? I can't listen to that voice line again. As I try to rush over, General Teddy's body, which now is an empty husk, turns into a black chunk of shadow and starts to bubble as it Jesus Christ, I can't fucking read. Disintegrates. Jesus. Let me get some water. I need some water. At the same time, what used to be Minazuki turns its evil red gaze towards me. So he got violated by fog and now he wants to kill us? Guess bro didn't like being violated by fog.
Cry, you Narukami. What do you think? I had lent this brat my power, but my full presence is a bit different.
Oh, so you're the one who they borrowed power from. Interesting.
You're Kagutsuchi.
It has immense power, far beyond what Sho used when I faced him. My entire body is being crushed against my will, and my joints scream out in pain. Even my lungs are compressed, preventing me from breathing normally.
Don't worry. I won't let you die so quickly. You will live to witness my advent, and will be the first sacrifice to my power.
But why, though? Think about all the good things that will be gotten rid of. No more hentai. That's all I'm saying. Bro, trying to get rid of everything.
I won't let you do this.
Still doesn't kill him? Yeah, he just kind of stares there. That's like what these guys all like doing, just standing there staring, saying they're gonna kill people, and then just standing there continuously for some stupid reason. It doesn't matter. I don't understand.
Your nerve astounds me, but I wouldn't be so sure. Your allies are about to be overwhelmed by the flood of shadows.
Alright, yeah, you caught me monologuing.
You all fought so long within this red fog, just as I planned, and you are exhausted to
It's
your
like
very
Syndrome
souls.
from Incredibles.
You have no hope of defeating me now.
Except Syndrome was smart enough to realize that Incredible got him monologuing.
My first puppet was quite useful for that purpose. I had directed it at you with the aim of harvesting your personas, but...
You mean Labrys?
Ah, is that what you call it? Had I taken your shadows from my own, their own wills would have been even less obedient than I required. I learned that in the previous battles. Thus did I prepare this fog and my new scheme to carve away at your personas.
What's the difference? Why would doing it this way make it so that they are obedient to you instead of having their own personalities?
Personas are the suppressed strength of heart. Nothing is better suited to suppress the will of shadows than that.
But shadows are personas.
So that's why.
Shadows are personas though, so if they like gain their own ego or whatever, they could also your plan seems hella convoluted, my dude. That's all I'm saying. Oh, here we go.
Now is the time for despair. This new form that you have given me. Behold it!
Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Oh my god, what is that? Oh, that's you? Why'd you eat yourself? That looks so fucking cool. Oh my god. Wow. The giant shadow that shows itself through the severe quaking and gust of wind slowly approaches, all while spewing out fluids that look like red, stagnant blood. This is the vessel that we ended up giving Ino Kagutsuchi, a giant form made from the fusion of countless shadows, a real monster. This is the body it was gathering shadows to put together, but...
Everyone, lend me your strength. I'll...
Summon based Izanagi. Izanagi no Okami. I will defeat this monster and return to you all. Is this an actual fight? What the hell is this?
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
This will be the end of your kind.
Over here! Over here! Over here!
I am the complex kingpin steel sis.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
This will be the end of your kind.
Over here! Over here!
Can I? How do I backstep again?
Over here!
I'm trying to.
Over here! Over here! Over here!
Oh wait.
Can you take it? What?
My strength! Nice try! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
No! So he has no health bar or anything. That's interesting. Can I? How do I?
Over here!
How do I backstep again?
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Enough! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
This is the power.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
Ouch!
Over here! Over here! Over here!
I'm dead. This is such a weird boss fight.
This will be the end of your kind.
So is that a shield? I think that's a shield.
Guys,
I think I'm supposed to dodge and then hit him when his shield is inactive. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And there's that shield. I'm assuming... Alright.
Over here. This is the power that surpasses that.
I'm gonna block.
Over here. 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 The end of your path.
Huh. I can't block that.
Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. I'll show you.
Can I?
Closing in.
No!
Over here. Over here. Over here.
Hold on. I think I keep mashing the wrong button. No, that's the right button. I just...
Go. Over here.
No!
Persona.
Okay. I'm overthinking it? Alright.
Over here. Over here.
I'm overthinking it. I just need a block for once, I guess. Oh.
Not enough. Over here. Over here. Over here.
Jesus.
Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here.
Fuck,
Over
I
here.
suck at this.
Over here. Over here. I suck. Over here. I'll show you man's potential. Over here. Over here. Go.
Oh.
Over here. Over here.
God damn it, one more hit.
Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here.
Oh crap. I might be dead.
Over here. Over here. Over here. He's not. Over here. Wait. I strike. Over here.
No!
Guys.
Damn it. All right.
Over here.
Bro. Jesus.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
This is the power that surpasses
Over here! Over here! Over here!
Instead of the bar.
Here!
I will destroy you. Be gone.
Aww.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
It's such a weird boss fight, homie. And I think I'm getting too greedy because I can't see his health bar.
Over here! Over here!
This will be the end of
Over
your
here!
time.
Over here! Izunagi! Over here! Over here!
This will be the end of your kind.
Izunagi!
Wonder how I could get out of that move as well.
Not enough! Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here!
God, too early.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Persona! Over here! Over here! Go! Destruction! Over here! Izunagi!
I blocked. Come on. Okay. Oh, it's Persona. It's the Persona. I think this is the first thing. I think this is the first thing that this boss fight has different than everything else. They actually want you to use your Persona a lot. Honestly, I've been just trouncing. I've been just trouncing everybody else with basic attacks. God damn it. I'm not even hitting the start button.
Over here.
I'm blocking. What?
Over here. Over here.
Okay. Fuck you. And fuck this fight. Jesus. Jesus.
Impossible. What
It's the no health bar that fucks me up, you know?
one human's power alone be enough to best me?
Fifth time's the try, I guess. Big brain gamer. Couldn't have done it without Peplo, bro, who told me to press triangle instead of square. I was doing something. I see you already got to this dude, Mr. Mega Bad Guy. Yeah, apparently. It looks cool as fuck. I will say though, I would have liked it if it was like the bull again, but like with fire and blood, you know? I wish this should have been Labrys's first demon thingy, and then the bull thingy should have been this final boss thingy. Would have looked cooler, I think.
Kino Kagutsuchi. That's what holds you back. The power I wield. The power we wield. It will never succumb to someone like you!
You'll never fight that guy again, right? That wasn't very quill of you, buddy. I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Silence, pest! I will not lose! I am stronger than anything!
You know, Kagutsuchi's giant arm swings up high into the sky. This isn't good. If this place takes a direct hit from that enormous thing, never mind sweeping me off my feet, it could destroy this entire tower with all that shaking.
Persona.
Oh, hell yeah! Adachi, baby! Kick his ass! Faster than I can call my persona, the other Izanagi flies towards Kagutsuchi from behind, slashing at its giant arm and knocking it back.
Adachi-san? What are you doing? I set everything up perfect for you, and you still didn't finish it off before
Best boy. Best boy. This is why Adachi is unfathomably based. The way he scratches his head and rolls his eyes, without a doubt, that's the Adachi-san I know. Best boy. Did he save me? Up until now, he's just dropped hints for us here and there, never doing anything to help us out directly. Seeing me surprised at this small change, noticeable only to those who know him, Adachi-san furrows his brow. He's displeased in an ever so slightly embarrassed way.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? I don't have time to waste either. So let's hurry up and put it into this.
Adachi wants to social link again.
Right.
Am I fighting as Adachi this time? I can feel it. The two Izanagis respond to each other and melt into one. I've never felt this fusion of conflicting powers before. What? They eventually coalesce into a sword, which launches itself towards Higo no Kagutsuchi's enormous roaring. What? They fused and transformed into a sword?
Izanagi!
Oh, hell yeah. This is the same song that Adachi dances to, by the way. Based. Adachi's fogging all over the place. Adachi might have committed multiple murders and other felonies, but it's fine. I guess he helped you kill his second god. Exactly. Technically speaking, he's helping save the world. I'm rocking it. True. Inflatable arm thingy. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god. Fucking thumbnail material, bro. That's awesome. It's the two halves of Izanagi. That's cool. The giant sword formed with a torrent of power pierced Hino Kagutsuchi and disperses his body into fragments.
Hino Kagutsuchi! It's over!
Fog all over him, Adachi! Get murked by dancing to fog. Get murked by gooning. Throw your jizz onto him. GG no Ri, rest and come. Rest in ghost, jizz. He was in fact rocking it. He was. He was rocking it at the same time that Yu was dropping his second mixtape. And the two hotnesses coalesced together. Yu's mixtape, Yu's fire mixtape, and Adachi's rocking it. Truly a combination of all time. Now when he does the Hatsune Miku come here to help. Adachi was a great character in this game. Shame people can't play 2D fighters, Lamau. Yeah. Bro, I suck at fighting games. Although, to be fair, I think at this point I've done Injustice 1 and 2 and this game. So... And actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm mid. I'm mid at fighting games. I'm not that bad. I'm not good at them, though. After Hino Kagutsuchi's body crumbles away, the red fog disappears little by little from our sight, and the area is covered in silence. The night sky turns back into its usual color with a beautiful moon shining in the sky.
My sincere congratulations on winning the P1 Grand Prix.
Random Elizabeth. Thank you for doing nothing. The sudden voice surprises me and I turn around. Standing right there is a woman in deep azure colored clothes. Adachi-san's nowhere to be seen. What'd you do to Adachi?
Elizabeth? What are you doing here?
Or is bro gonna return to prison? Is that what he's doing? Some people are just intimidated. I tell them you can just win by spamming square. Yeah, I think I was overthinking it. I was overthinking it because I thought they wanted me to do something else because the dude had no health bar. It's like different from every other single fucking fight in the game. So it confused the ever-loving crap out of me. And he doesn't move. He stays in that corner. And it's so different than every other single fight. It's so weird. Looks like in the end, we truly are Persona 4 Arena, the Ultimax. The Ultra Suplex. Oh yeah, Ultra Suplex Gold. That's the Japanese name, right? Okay.
So what you just defeated now was
Truly the Ultimax of all time.
It appeared to be another embodiment of man's consciousness.
We still got the Persona 3 story to go, right?
And suffice to say, I had my own reason to witness its end.
Your own reason, huh?
You wanted to see me struggle fighting that guy, huh?
That is correct.
I don't really get it, but she probably means that she came to witness Hino Kagutsuchi's end. It's fine since it's over now, but couldn't she have at least helped out a bit? Not that I'd ever say anything like that to her face. I've never heard before, I've heard before that Elizabeth has her own wish. That trying to grant it was why she left the Velvet Room. Maybe she's cooperating with us in her own way.
By the by, this tower will disappear momentarily.
Huh?
That's right, I completely forgot about that. The tower is a transient thing that appeared in the red fog, and so now that the fog is gone, this place will just go back to its usual self. Yasogami.
Can I ask a favor, Elizabeth?
A favor? Depending on what you ask, I'll have to demand payment.
You cheap ass.
I'm not sure about that. But can you please send all my friends in this tower somewhere safe?
If that is all you ask, it's as easy to grant as having an orange at a kotatsu.
How much are you charging me? Are you gonna charge me like 500,000 yen per person transferred out of the tower? I wouldn't put it past you, you fucking cheapo.
You've actually used a kotatsu?
No, it was merely a figure of speech. I've never so much as seen a kotatsu. Very well then, I will transport your friends to somewhere safe as you wish. Oh,
that will be 2 bajillion yen.
Where would this somewhere safe be?
At least she isn't like the fox.
The perfect place has
Bro,
occurred to me.
Do not give the fox shit, okay? He's homeboy. He's actually not that bad, okay? Once you get his social link up, he gives you discounts, all right? And plus, by the end of the game, you won't even care. It's like a penny out of your wallet, okay? The fox isn't that bad. Unironic skill issue.
I shall send you all there.
I wish she wouldn't just decide things like that on her own. It'd be nice if she'd just tell me where she's going to send us. You're gonna send us somewhere with your fusion circle? How does that work? But before I can ask her, she raises a hand and my vision fills with such brightness that I forget to argue. Wait, where's she sending us?
Well then, you. Hasta la vista, baby. Until the day we meet again.
She's sending us to our deaths, to the afterlife. We're dead now. Truly the persona of all time. This is only 82%? Why? What the hell is left? I can't believe that was only 7%. What? This is just more talking probably. This is a finality to the story or whatever. I think. To be fair, this isn't a skill issue for me because I didn't use the fox like at all. So then why are you complaining about the fox for? No fights, just talking? Oh, I guess they gotta end the story somehow. Are these... Oh, you know what? One more, and then I'll leave everyone off by having Adachi baby dance to the fog one more time. Just to show Peplo Adachi's inflatable tube man dance. The light slowly dims and my vision returns. I am indeed standing in a safe place, the studio in the TV world. It's a relief to look around here and see everyone else is here too. They all look confused as to what happened, but when I approach them, they break into a smile and congratulate me on the victory. You know, seeing everyone in one place like this, we've got quite the crowd together.
Well done, Narukami. I'm sorry for the trouble we caused.
I still don't understand how you got kidnapped. You suck at your job, Mitsuru. Not gonna lie.
No, we owe you too. Thank you for stopping the shadows.
Akihiko comes up from behind me and nudges my shoulder. When I look towards him, he smirks in the dauntless way. Alright, bro, back up. Back up. Put a shirt on or something.
Wish I could have gone to the top myself, but I'll let you take the glory this time.
Bro, shut up, alright? The only reason I know I know you're shirtless because you want all the glory for yourself, alright? You want all the attention. Put your shirt on.
Thank you, Akihiko-san.
Get out of here. So how the hell do we get out of here? Ain't it still night? Junes isn't open? Ah. It's the Kirijo group. They'll make it all better.
My guy keeps saying this is my world. You have to go through this TV to get out to your world, Junpei.
I hear a fuss then and look towards the exit from this world at the center of the studio. Everyone is gathered around the stacked up TVs. Wondering what this is about, we head over. Yosuke probably has his keys, that's also true. He does work at Junes after all.
Huh? We go through a TV to get out of the TV? Come on, Blue Daruma, quit kidding around.
How else are you gonna get out of the TV world, dumbass? Huh? We gotta go through the door of a car to get out of a car? Shut up.
It's for real. But, now that you mention it, that is kind of weird, isn't it? Going into a TV leads you out of the TV?
Junpei neck torment. Or Junpei neck moment. Same difference. Junpei neck torment and moment. Bro thinks he's like an 80-year-old grandpa. He called you... What do you call him? A young man? Like he's like 80 years old or some shit. That's probably because of how that neck is making him feel.
Jeez, what are you making it all complicated for? It's fine. The TVs are connected. These things only get confusing because you overthink them.
Bro, we're in a TV world, all right? I don't know why you're overthinking the entrance to the TV world.
I don't believe this. Look, you just gotta show him.
Smash them over the head with a TV, Kanji. Yosuke versus Junpei on who has the bigger neck? Junpei, no contest. No contest, bro. You had to point out Yosuke's long neck for me to even notice. It seems Teddy and the others are trying to explain about the TV world to the shadow operatives we just met today. Yukari-san and Kenkun seem to somewhat understand, but Junpei-san just isn't getting it, and Teddy and Yosuke are having a hard time explaining it to him. Then again, Junpei-san might be too distracted with the shock of seeing Kanji sticking his head into the TV right next to him.
What the... Dude, what are you doing?
Whoa, crap!
Kanji quickly pulls out of the TV and stumbles backwards. Unfortunately, right behind him were Teddy and Junpei-san, watching a little too closely. Ass. The back of Kanji's head hits Teddy's face, and the back of Teddy's head directly hits Junpei-san's face. The force of the hit causes Junpei-san to go rolling all the way to the edge of the studio. Wonder if he's okay. He's fine. His long neck protected him.
That hurt. Don't you know the saying, a head in motion tends to stay in motion?
Don't you get the saying, get the fuck on with it? Jesus.
Shut up, it's your fault for rubbernecking. When I stuck my head out, I saw a security guard making the rounds. Huh?
Japanese Walmart has night security guards?
Junpei, why are you sleeping on the floor? And just when we were trying to
Wow.
explain things to you.
Teddy, that's not right. If I had to pick sides, I'd say Junpei-san was clearly the victim just now.
Hey, wait a sec. Kanji-kun, did you just say there was a guard out there?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. So?
Then the town's back to normal. The people who disappeared must be safe now, right?
Oh, that's right! Good job, Junpei. You did great!
I'm not sure what I had to do with it.
All right, it finally feels like we won! We saved the town our very own selves.
I wonder what the Persona 3 story is gonna be. Is it gonna be about how Mitsuru and Ko got kidnapped or whatever?
We did it!
Because it's probably part of the same storyline, just their side of things. A cheer erupts from all my friends on the investigation team at once. Seeing us in high spirits, the Shadow Queen, or the Shadow Operatives, Shadow Queens, the Shadow Operatives also come forward and join us as we all congratulate each other on the brave fight. It's so weird hearing Teddy saying Junpei's name. I ignore everything that Teddy says, so it's not weird to me. I'm so glad I was able to protect my friends. I sense someone looking at me, and when I turn around, I see a figure watching us from a distance. Uh-oh. That red hair, the uniform jacket tied around his waist, the sword in each hand, that's... Oh! Is it my boy Sho?
Sho.
Everyone turns around at this and tenses up, but Sho doesn't say anything, he just points the tip of the blade he's holding at me. It must mean that he'll come challenge me to a fight again someday.
Come at us however many times you want, but next time, we'll fight one-on-one.
You know, we could just be friends. You know, you could just stop being a loner. That's all I'm saying. I guess this is... Okay, so he's my friend now. He just wants to fight me. Every, like, 2 years or some shit. I don't know. For a brief instant, it looks as if Sho's mouth forms a smile. It doesn't last long, though, because he turns to run and quickly disappears. Bro just wants to be a loner. He's bringing it upon himself at this point. Was I seeing things? No, I doubt it.
That boy. So he survived.
Yes.
Regrettably, he is a serious criminal who tried to destroy the world. We cannot leave him be.
I understand.
But I won't be so stubborn this time. I ask that you all cooperate with us in capturing Minazuki.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm honestly surprised at this. After the P1 Grand Prix came to a close, Mitsuru-san clearly told us to not get involved any further and rejected all of our offers to help. Well, to be fair, if we just ignored her words, then the world would have ended, so... I understand that she did it as to not drag us into anything dangerous, but we decided to save Sho, or when we decided to save Sho, so Mitsuru-san must have come to understand our feelings and included us in the search for him. Sho never had a chance to interact with people, he has no idea how, so we'll fight with him as many times as it takes, explaining our true feelings to him each time. We'll do it over and over until it sinks in what it means to get involved with people. I think he already knows. As long as Sho keeps trying for us, I'll answer him with all my strength. So in a way, my answer is already decided.
Yes.
I feel like we've already heard this, you. Move on, homie. I feel like you says the cheesiest lines over and over again. With that, the members of the investigation team who seem to have been listening chime in from behind me.
Leave it to me. My persona's gotten real strong. I'll find that show in no time so Senpai can breathe easier.
Oh, don't you worry, Rise. Your persona's gonna go back to its bland old self in like the next 3 spin-off games.
That reminds me, that dude was wearing our uniform. I guess we should start by beating the crap out of everyone at school?
Why would you do that? What?
No violence yet, Kanji-kun. An investigation must be carried out based on thorough examination and confirmed evidence.
Someone handed him a school uniform, so we're gonna kick the crap out of everybody? What is this logic?
Huh? Was he wearing our uniform? I didn't notice at all.
I remember Minnie's smell, too. He can run, but he can't hide from Teddy's nose.
I always felt like the P4 just ended up being there and the P3 route gets a lot more info. Maybe. To be fair, the Persona 3 Shadow Operatives are like mid-investigation by the time the P4 team gets involved, right? The P4 team just kind of gets dropped in there, and the Persona 3 team, of course, has to deal with, like, you know, the Kirijo group and all their experiments and stuff, so it makes sense that they would be more involved. Since we're talking about Kirijo group stuff here.
Dude, will you stop giving everyone and everything those weird nicknames?
Does your nose even work anymore? You've been sneezing this whole time.
No, I haven't. That was because of the red fog. It was filled with a terrible curse and...
Curses don't exist. Although given what Kagutsuchi was after...
What do you mean curses don't exist?
Of that sort,
we have supernatural powers. You have insta-death moves. That's a curse. Shut up, Naoto.
we so scatterbrained? Can't you guys stay on one topic for 10 seconds?
Oh, sheesh.
Good, it's like always. I can't help but smile and join in with everyone. I'm not alone. Even if it turns out I have to fight Sho again, my friends and I will handle it. We're on the investigation team after all. Is there more? Oh, when we return from the TV world, an utterly mundane world is waiting for us. As we stand around in a quiet dawn at Junes before it opens, Yosuke looks around at the eyebrow-raising outfits of the Shadow Operatives. I think I'll not tell everyone about him, sighing. Thank goodness we came out at this hour. Then again, I'm at a loss for what to do when we go to Yasogami High, closed for the holidays, to see Mitsuru-san off, and a pitch-black military helicopter lands on the ground. After seeing them all off, we return to the empty pre-dawn food court and take our usual seats. What's with the sad music?
Sitting here makes it feel like I'm really back.
Indeed. It seems that for now, the case is closed.
Man, that guy sure gave us some grief. Wasn't the world on the brink of ending?
Mm-hmm. Although, I felt a bit sorry for him.
Huh? For who?
The ginger.
You can't even figure that out? She's talking about how Sho probably didn't want to turn out that way.
Yeah, the old Kurijo group sucks balls, homie.
Yeah, he's a really clumsy kid. I keep thinking about how similar I was,
They're literally the reason that the world almost ended twice at this point.
According to Mitsuru-san, ever since Ikutsuki abandoned Sho, he was left for dead in the hospital's care. I surmise that is where he learned of Ikutsuki's death, and later heard this plan's proposal from Minazuki.
That reminds me, that thing that showed up at the end. Hino Kagutsuchi, right? What was that thing really?
I don't know, but his boss fight was annoying as hell.
Yeah, it said it was born when this town was enshrouded in fog.
He said he was the avatar of the emo people. The emo loners, the goth. He was the representative of the emo.
And that's not all. It was all over my fuzzy head, but what was that collective will of so-and-so part about?
I'm starting to think there wasn't a single normal person in the old Kurijo group. There really wasn't, homie. There really wasn't. Which is why the Nanjo group just fucked off and told them to do their own shit.
I
Probably.
guess it was formed from the hearts of people who only think about themselves, never caring what happens to others.
Yeah, when the fog covered this town last time, the hearts of people who only cared about their own safety gathered and formed that Hino Kagutsuchi.
That's a sad way to be. I wonder why some people think like that.
Some people are just depressed, you know?
Well, there's nothing we can do about it except to do our best. By the way, partner.
Yeah?
Did you see Adachi up there? What happened to him in the end?
He was a badass.
No way!
He fogged up. He fogged up the monster. He beat the monster with his fog.
That bastard
He
was
danced
here?
him to death. Oh yeah, I hadn't told everyone yet. By the time I turned around after defeating Hino Kagutsuchi, Adachi-san was already nowhere to be seen, but...
Don't worry about him. He'll obey the rules.
He probably walked back to his jail cell or something. No one asks any more questions after that. None of us say as much, but there's a strange kind of trust we have about Adachi-san, who told us that he'd obey the rules of this world. And in this case, at least, Adachi-san was true to his word.
Alright then, let's go home.
Alright, so he went back to jail.
Long holiday this turned out to be.
Based Adachi. Based Adachi.
Seriously, Yukun came to visit and we didn't get to talk at all.
Bro takes a break from his prison sentence to get out there and save the world with his sick dance moves, and then goes back to jail afterwards. It was like, no need to thank me, guys.
Oh well.
Hell yeah.
But now that it's all over, I think I had fun.
Ah! Yuki-chan, have you turned to violence?
She's always been violent.
Thinking back on it, I did see some dangerously scary faces from you.
She's the person who will stab you while smiling.
Teddy, would you like to see me angry?
Ah! There! That's exactly what I'm talking about!
I somewhat understand what Yukiko-senpai means. Despite the lost
Yukiko
time,
does love
we've
violence.
gathered as a group again. I'm glad for that much.
We all silently nod in agreement to this. Once today is over, we'll return to our normal lives and walk our own paths. Even then, someday, no matter when it may be.
Yosuke-senpai, I'm hungry. Can't we go grab a bite yet?
Meat sounds great right now. You'll scale treat, of course.
Yukiko would be a murderer if she didn't have friends. I would not doubt it, my dude. I would not doubt it at all.
I'm not
To
treating
be honest.
anyone. The store's not even open. Stop trying to make me treat you guys every time.
Her calling card would be her demented laughter as she kills people. She laughs as she kills people.
You haven't changed at all. Oh, Senpai,
She
look.
voice records herself laughing while killing people and sends it to the police. Jesus. Truly the murderer we all know and love. I look to where Rise is pointing and see the sun starting to rise from far beyond the town. Those thick thunder clouds that had covered Inaba yesterday seem to have disappeared along with the fog.
Let's go, everyone.
The fog has not disappeared yet, my friends. Adachi's about to dance to the fog in a few minutes. It's going to be some nice weather in Inaba today. There's more? Oh. Why is there more? Why? That felt like the perfect ending. Why is there more? Why is there more? Oh. Why? All right. I might as well finish it so that I can just start on Persona 3 story next time. Jesus Christ. And like that, the long holiday is almost over. We're on our way to the station. I said I didn't need anyone to see me off, but since I didn't get much time to relax, deep down I was happy to spend even a little more time with everyone. As we get closer to the station, a familiar figure comes walking from up ahead as we're about to pass each other. She speaks to me. Is it Marie? It's Marie. My God!
Thanks for your hard work.
Look at her new model. God damn, hot as hell.
Yeah, same to you.
It's not like I really did anything. I was getting my butt handed to me and you weren't around. Like, that was fun.
You were keeping Dojima-san and everyone else safe, weren't you? That was a huge help.
Stupid no-tech love machine. You're being too honest with me.
What is that? That makes no sense. What? Marie blushes, somewhat embarrassed, but she was protecting this town from the worst of Hino Kagutsuchi's effects. That must have been extremely hard on her.
Hey, this town, do you like it?
Huh? Yeah, I love it.
Go home already. Get
All
out
right,
here and
tsundere.
come back soon, jerk.
She got him to say he essentially loves her. Get out of here. That was an even bigger outburst than usual. I wanted to express my thanks to her more, but, well, seeing her in good spirits again relieves me. I'm sure she'll continue to watch over everyone in this town. I feel like the developers are pushing a canon you and Marie relationship here. As I watch her run off, I hurry and catch up to my friends who have gone up ahead. Or gone on ahead. When we reach the platform, Dojima-san, who was already there, hands me my belongings.
Thanks for bringing my things all the way here.
Lovely PNG background.
Don't worry about it. Man, you seem pretty busy. So, if you're headed back, does that mean things are settled?
Nah, we're gonna get almost murked by a dancing demon in Persona 4 Dancing after this.
Yeah.
There's still more to go, Daddy Dojima. There's a hint of reproach in Dojima-san's eyes. A detective's intuition is an impressive thing. I can tell he still trusts me since he's stopping short of grilling me for details. I just wish he'd stop with that drill-like stare.
Yes.
He
Take some
knows.
more time off the next time you come. She seemed pretty lonely.
Nanako looks away sadly as Dojima-san pushes her forward. She's pouting a little. Nanako, I really feel bad that I couldn't spend more time with her.
Oh, Yukon, it's almost time.
Well then, time to disband the investigation team for real this time.
I feel a little
Why
down
do you
when
have to
just come out
disband
and
it?
Say it like that.
Literally, when an incident happens, you all have to come together anyways. Just like, put it on hiatus.
Yes, but disbanding means that the case has been solved. We should take pride in that, at least.
You don't disband the police force because they solve a crime, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Investigation team?
Oh, crap! Chie's dog went missing, so...
Huh? Really? If you had told me, I would have rushed to help in a jiffy.
Shut up, Teddy.
Why are you falling for that? Just stay quiet.
That's not fair. I wanted to help too.
We found the dog already, Nanako.
I'm sorry, Nanako. I'll be back in the summer.
Really?
Whoa, for reals? You're gonna stay the whole summer, right?
Oh,
Yay! That's more than a month. We could do anything then.
Oh yeah, so this is before the end of Persona 4 Golden epilogue. This whole game takes place, right? Before that whole epilogue. And after, what was it, like March? I think?
Let's see, the summer festival? Going swimming in the ocean? Ooh, and the fireworks show.
Yep. Cool. Somehow we've gotten sidetracked to the subject of me staying here for my whole summer vacation. I actually hadn't decided myself how long I'll be here then. In spite of myself, I glanced towards Dojima-san.
We wouldn't mind at all. Nanako would love to have you around.
Chie mentions that crazy thing that happened a while back.
Shortly.
Yeah.
Please step behind the white lines for your safety.
Big bro!
Oh my god. As I lift my luggage, Jesus Christ. Tongue twisted to hell and back today. Brain not braining. She was pouting before, but it looks like her sadness has reached its limits.
I don't want you to leave. I want to play with you too.
Nanako.
She has a big bro complex.
You really didn't get to spend much time with her.
Nana-chan, I'll play with you.
I know. Nanako-chan, come over to my place. We have a dog. No, I want Big Bro.
Hell yeah, I'm the best. Get good, Chase dog.
Nanako.
Nobody
If
cares.
you keep saying such selfish things, I'll tell you a scary story before bed.
Nanako freezes for a moment with a sudden jolt before reluctantly letting me go. Damn. Fucking blackmail the child. Jesus. Dojima-san, I'm not sure that's a good way to keep her in mind. It works, I guess. You better knock it off, Nanako, or I'm gonna scare the shit out of you.
We can play more then.
Jesus.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know Nanako-chan doesn't like scary stories.
Yeah. If she sees a scary story on TV before bed, she can't go to the bathroom by herself. I'm the one who gets woken up in the middle of the night.
Dad!
Sorry.
Skill issue, Nanako. Skill issue.
We're through, Dad.
Oh, damn. Get good. Nanako, tired of being teased too much, rushes into the train, even though the departure bell is already ringing. That was not good timing. Uh-oh.
Nanako.
I chase after Nanako and rush into the train, just as the door closes behind me. Dojima-san and my friends are left behind on the platform with dumbfounded expressions. She's done with you, Dojima. She's my daughter now. Get good. As the scenery begins to slowly move, they all start chasing after our train. Probably not thinking your best thoughts, Nanako. Whoops, Nanako kidnapped again. It was me this time. Nanako looks back and forth between me and the others outside and seems a bit panicked. Honestly, Nanako, what'd you think was gonna happen? I grin and then look around inside the train for a seat where we can both sit down until the next station. Well, there's more?
Broken? Eaten?
You good?
Why the hell does it keep changing like that? Break? What is it, a car?
What?
I don't even have any brothers named Canyon.
What's going on?
Oh my! Are you studying English? It must be a cold day in hell.
I have no idea what Kanji just said. What? Oh, he doesn't like the different... Okay, well...
You old hag! I'm trying to study here, so quit making fun of me.
They're gonna make it so that every character has their own little epilogue, aren't they? They're gonna extend this for like 20 minutes.
My.
Ugh,
He's embarrassed.
it keeps going. Yeah, it does. Oh my god. More? No. Damn, my mom looks so happy. I ain't doing this because I wanna. I ignore her and turn my back to this study aid thing.
Oh, that's right. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Well, what is it? Quit bothering me. I just hurry up and ask already.
Well, our dyes seem to be running out much faster lately. Do you know anything about that?
Bro's making all sorts of merch. I get all flustered at her sudden question. It's okay, bro. You're making merch. Just tell your mom you're making merch.
How should I know?
No
Maybe
more.
He had a burglar or something.
Oh my. A burglar who only steals dyes.
Tanji, your mother knows you love to do arts and crafts things, okay? Just tell her you took the fucking dye.
Like I said, how should I know? You're probably just imagining it anyway.
Is that so? How odd.
I don't want to be here. Man, she's weirdly sharp about this stuff. I can't let her figure it out yet. She can't know that I'm like thinking about the family business and all. My senpais are 30 years now, so it's only natural that they talk about and then our plans for the future. Wait, so it's only natural that they talk now and then about our future. Jesus Christ, brain not braining. And I have been giving it some thought myself, so I decided to start training in secret about stuff like dying. Huh? What's the studying for? That's well, that's part of my plan too.
Oh, I just remembered. That navy blue handkerchief I washed yesterday had an odd unevenness to its coloring.
What? Like how? That handkerchief was my best work lately, and...
Wait, the one I washed was a white handkerchief. Ah, the ravages of age. I keep misremembering things.
She fucking got your ass, bro.
You old hag.
She gotcha. Get good. Get no-scoped. Ma leaves, chuckling all the while. That old hag, she knew. Feeling embarrassed about my secret training getting found out, I take a break from studying and pick up one of my dyed goods in the store.
The color just isn't the same.
I compare it to the fabric I dyed for my mascot plushie. I didn't notice until I actually worked with dyes on my own, but Ma's dyed goods or something else. How does she keep getting the dyes today? My god, why is this still fucking going? I catch myself sighing and shake the cobwebs out of my head. You senpai's gone back to the city, and my other senpais are probably leaving town next year too. According to their post-grad plans, Rise and Naoto too. Even now, they're away from Inaba more than they're here. To be honest, it's sad to see us all go our separate ways, but the funny thing is, I don't feel as nervous about it as I did. Maybe it's because I found a goal that I can be proud of. And that goal is to become a pro craftsman. Spreading my dyed goods across the world. I do that and my friends who leave Inaba won't be lonely no matter where in the world they end up. But first, I gotta get better at dyeing, and I need to learn to speak English too. With new resolve, I look up at that Sumi's Textiles shop curtain. Seeing those vibrant, perfectly dyed colors, I can't help but feel a wicked laugh rising up within me.
I ain't giving up, goddammit!
Lovely. Okay. Kanji keeps falling for it. Oh. Please. Oh, there's gonna be one for each person. Oh, no. As I'm picking up the empty plates from the parlor, which is as lively as usual, a guest beckons me over.
Whoa, you're a high school girl and a manager? That's awesome. Hey, could you wash my back later?
Sir, please don't joke like that.
Japan is something else.
Well, I might consider it if you held a party here every day for the next year.
Really? I'll take you up on that.
Thank you for your patronage. Of course, I must ask that you pay for everything up front.
Huh?
Yeah, 1 year's worth of payments right now, bitch. Highway robbery over here. While the guest is stunned, I exit the parlor. Even people like him are unimportant guests. It would be easy to lash out, but I've started to learn lately that there are other ways to deal with them. Get good.
Yuki-chan, are you okay? Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to lean on you and the others if I'm ever feeling stressed.
I just want to see Adachi dance. I just want to see Adachi dance.
Really? You've gotten so dependable all of a sudden.
I can't help but smile a little at the waitress's delight. The reason I'm able to try my best like this isn't because of my strength alone. It's more than that I want to keep pushing myself further because I have people who depend on me. And I think it's because that case that I'm thinking this way now. Adachi dance cam? Oh, maybe I'll come up with something like that, you know? I've made my decision to take over the inn and everyone is cheering me on. To live up to their expectations, I need to train hard so I won't disgrace. So I won't be a disgrace as the inn's manager. Even when it comes to cooking, I don't have to be as good as the chefs. I just need to be able to make some simple appetizers by myself. As I moved to the corner of the kitchen I was borrowing, I checked the contents of the pot. Oh.
I think it's missing a bit of tartness. Maybe I should use yogurt.
I thought you learned how to fucking cook by the end of Persona 4. What's wrong with you? Why did you revert?
Huh?
Why did you redeem?
That's odd. I was sure this was how the chefs did it.
Oh.
Yuki-chan? I smell something burning. Are you okay?
Bruh.
I'm okay. For now.
You're improving as a manager. But I think
10 social ink ranks wasn't enough to teach you how to cook. You're never gonna learn how to cook, lady. I can't help but sigh at the waitress's gentle rejection as I stare at the burnt pot. Maybe I should get more people to taste my food. Yeah, I'm not alone, so surely my friends will be eager to help me out. No. Eat your own food. Taste test your own food. Is this Yosuke? No, Chie.
I'm gonna leave math for later. I gotta start with general ed questions first.
This is such a Chie room. That Bruce Lee in the background? Yeah. I waved the white flag at the incomprehensible row of numbers and opened up a different book. Sheesh, this one's pretty thick too.
What is this? Some kind of old manuscript? Oh, I'm in great shape at least. How come there aren't any practical skills in the primary exam?
What are they gonna test? How good are your punk kicks is what? My brain. I give up at the endless list of formal sentences and plop down onto my bed. The comfortable feeling of my pillow slowly lures me to sleep.
Oh, yeah. So sleepy.
She has a Kermit plush? Where? Oh, she does! Bootleg Kermit from Temu. It's no use, I know when I'm beat. The sample questions for the police employed exams are too tough.
I bet Master would totally ace the written exams too. I mean, he'd make it to the top easy.
No, it looks different than Kermit. I remember declaring to Akihiko-san my dream to be a police officer when I got to see him again during the incident the other day. Why a police officer? It's simple, really. So I can protect everything I care about. Things like family and friends in this town itself, where I have so many good memories of growing up. Yu-kun's gone back far away to the city, and since Yosuke's decided to go to college, he'll eventually leave Inaba too. Rise-chan and Naoto-kun will probably have to do that a lot of traveling in their work, and even Yukiko-san said she might have to do some innkeeper training elsewhere. Kanji-kun supposedly up in the mountains in search of dyes and cooking wood. I think... Wait, that part about the cooking wood seems off. But even if we end up separated, it won't change the fact that we can always come back here to Inaba. That's why I'll protect this town. That I think is the real strength everyone gave me.
Alright, I'm gonna become a police officer. No doubt about it. If Master's at the top, I'll work my way up to his level.
You know, that's such a Chie profession to go to, you know? Chie, you are the most unemployed woman ever. I don't think being a police officer is a job you'll have for long. Why? I think it definitely suits her, to be honest. Actually, does it? I don't know if she has the patience to deal with annoying people who are breaking the law. I guess she could always just kick some ass and chew some bubblegum, but I don't think she can restrain herself. You know what? That's what training's for. She'll be fine. And that's why I can't be bummed out just because I'm stumbling a little bit over subjects that I'm not so good at. I lightly slap both my cheeks to wake myself up and get a second wind, and then I jump out of bed and head back to my desk once more. These sample questions are a tough enemy right now, but the stronger the enemy, the more a true fighter welcomes the challenge. Yeah, don't give her shit, alright? Honestly, I thought Shie would do something like become a chef or something, because she likes food so much, but once I become a police officer, I'll bust up the bad guys at crime scenes one after the other.
Master, I need to be on the streets, not behind a TV. Ah!
Okay. She's gonna quit in like 2 months. I don't know, bro. She's doing all this training. She's motivated. Didn't you hear that scream? Akihiko-san, a government official with the police, will be my strict but kind boss. Oh, and I bet if the case comes up, our ace detective Naoto-kun will help us out on the investigation. Yu-kun and the others will be amazed at how I take care of business. It's kind of embarrassing to think about that, though. Never mind.
I'm gonna do my best.
Never mind. She's not passing the test. There's a reason why there's so many Chi unemployed memes. I guess so. She's never passing the test. Sometime after Golden Week incident, I was in the drawing room of a certain dummy company in Okina City. To the public, it's merely a small publishing company, but in truth, it's been rented out by public safety to serve as the base of operations for administrative police activities carried out in secret. Oh yeah, whatever happened to that? Didn't they raid Kirijo HQ or something? Though at times I cooperated with them on investigations, I am still an ordinary high school student, and since I'm only an outsider from the police's perspective, it would cost too much of a stir for me to come in contact with the public safety at regular police stations. This, in other words, is one of the few places I can be at ease. I've come here a number of times after the case and grown acquainted with some of the part-time employees. Given my position, it may be dangerous to get close to public safety, but the relationship is extremely useful as a source of information. The fact that it's a pipeline I established myself undoubtedly gave me greater confidence as well. Upon hearing the details of this case, the man from public safety is lost in thought for some time, but then he tells me with some chagrin that the secret inquiry into the Kirijo group is concluded.
What do you mean?
You probably believe that this investigation is about the potential dangers of the Kirijo group, but that's not the truth.
Naoto, you gotta get you a matching color hat if you're wearing that shirt. That's kind of true, actually. I don't like the two-tone. You just took the hat off your other outfit and called it a day. True.
It was ordered by top public safety officials who aren't keen on Mitsuru Kirijo's influence. They're trying to find fault with her to rein her in.
Nobody accused Naoto of having good fashion sense, just of being a good detective.
Then, were these top officials dissatisfied with my report?
Oh, your report was detailed and accurate, but that was too fair for their liking.
Are you asking me to report a distortion of the truth?
Don't glare like that. The officials used Kirijo's disappearance this time to order an investigation on the Shadow Operative's facility.
Yes, I know about that. I'd heard from my friends.
But these investigation results aren't what those at the top hoped for. If this continues, they may abandon rational judgment in their desperation.
In other words, you think they would begin to suspect me as taking sides with Kirijo?
Why? Because they couldn't do their fucking job of investigating properly and find anything incriminating? How does that make sense? What?
Yes, but that's not what we hope to see happen. In all honesty, enabling their power struggle has no upside for our organization at all. We are very satisfied with your work. That's why it would be less than ideal if you lost favor with the top officials and became unhireable.
I understand. Though they're all part of public safety, you're saying the top officials and the on-site investigators have different views.
That's the nature of the beast. You have my permission to continue visiting this place from now on. So, I ask that you play along this once.
So embellish the truth a little bit, I guess?
Permission to continue. So, you leave a thread for me to follow while telling me not to get too involved. A bit self-serving, wouldn't you?
A harsh assessment. Both the inner truth and the outer veneer matter in society. That's how it is.
I was only joking. I thank you for your generous consideration.
I give a bow and leave the room. When I step outside the building, I see a clear blue sky spreading overhead. I take a seat on the bench that catches my eye. The afternoon sunlight, just now beginning to heat up, shines down on me. It's been a while since I've had time such as this with nothing pressing to occupy me. She can pose on him though, she can vogue, you know? She's risen people up. She's risen people up on the bench. Look at that pose. This case forced me to think about several things. First, shadow-related incidents are not limited to the Midnight Channel. Second, the Shadow Operatives, the only organization that can counter those threats, are in a politically unstable position. Finally, there may be more powerful remnants of ergo research like SHO somewhere.
This bears further investigation.
Since I am both a detective and a persona user, there should be truths that only I can unearth from my unique position. The scope of this investigation will be vast, and I may no longer be able to remain in Nineveh. But no matter what kind of physical distance I put between myself and the friends I made here, our hearts will never be apart. Having made my resolution, all I must do is make the first move in my investigation.
It seems I'm about to be very busy.
Oh, who's next? Rise, Yosuke, Teddy.
All right,
Yosuke.
that must be the place.
A few days after the incident during Golden Week, after coming to Okina City, I find what I'm looking for and start walking towards it. What I'm looking for, you ask? The sign for a cram school. See, I've decided to go to college after graduating from high school. I know I'm off to kind of a late start, but that's my fault for ignoring guidance counselor's results.
Thanks to this case, I feel like I'm finally prepared to face my future. It's like I finally made a breakthrough.
Broski's gonna make a name for himself.
A breakthrough?
He's gonna break through the second banana ceiling. When I was chatting with you while reflecting on the case, he gave me this puzzled expression when I started talking about this stuff. I told him vaguely about how I couldn't muster up an interest in the future since we'd all be going our separate ways, because I'm having so much fun with my friends here and now. It came off a little unfocused because I tried to cram in everything I wanted to say at once, including how this isn't because I'm unhappy with the way things are.
I kept wondering if there was any way I could spend my time with everyone forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
It would be funny if they add Yosuke dating into the P4 remake. It would be funny.
But I realized that that's just running from reality.
Everything in this world changes, and that's what makes it interesting. These bonds we have will keep changing too, but that doesn't worry me like it used to. No matter how far apart we may be, no matter how different the paths we take may be, I rely on everyone, and I want to become someone everyone else can rely on.
For now, I'm focused on finding a big project that won't bore me until I die. First, I'm gonna go to college and expand my horizons. I guess for how long I thought about it, it's a pretty standard path.
Do you know what you even want to study, bro?
Oh, I think that's just like you, Yosuke. Isn't the long consideration really the important part?
It almost existed, but then they didn't add it for some reason. Cause it's gay. Atlas no like gay. It's too gay for Atlas. Like, how far in did they remove that mechanic? Cause like there's English voice lines for it. It would be interesting to find out why they did it. Maybe lack of development time or something, or maybe they didn't quite know where to fit it in on the social link. Or maybe they thought it was weird, cause like, how is it that Yosuke goes from liking Saki-senpai to liking you? Feels like too rapid a change, maybe. Maybe that's what they were thinking. That's what my partner said after listening to my endless spiel. You might be right. Taking time to consider things must be important too. And so, after picking up the application for the cram school and coming back home to Inaba, I'm now taking drastic measures at Yamanaido Bookstore. In front of me is a shelf of study aid books, and all around me are serious-looking guys I'm hesitant to talk to.
No idea which ones are any good.
Huh? What are you doing, Yosuke?
Oh no.
The shelf with the nurses is over there.
Shut up, Teddy. Same could be said for any girl. Why do they immediately fall in love with you after 10 ranks? Well, there's a difference, right? In one instance, the girls don't have a love interest. They just develop feelings for you because they're hanging out with you. It would be different from Yosuke, who had a massive crush on his first love, which would be Saki, right? And then she died and he's mourning her death, and then all of a sudden he falls in love with you. That would be a bit, I don't know, weird. Might feel a bit weird to people, you know? Maybe that's why. The guy picking out study aid books immediately stare at me as Teddy's voice pierces the quiet of the store. Come on, give me a break. Why did I have to run into Teddy here?
I'll stay over here for today, thanks.
Hmm? Oh, you're looking for camouflage. Something to hide your nurses with?
What? Hell no!
Teddy proudly rushes over to the certain corner I always stop by. He loves the nurses. Feeling everyone's heated stares at me, I grab Teddy by his collar and make a dash out of the store. Well, yeah, but like, you have to move on after a little while. Like, wow, the girl who didn't even exactly like me is dead, so I should be sad for the entire life now. Well, it's not his entire life. It's only like a couple months. You could finish his social link in like the first 2 months, right? Ah, damn it. I wonder if maybe Judas will get some study aid books in stock. Because like this, the Persona 4 happens in under a year. Like, I feel like that's not his entire life. That's under 1 year. So of course it'd still be weird, no? Like you don't mourn the person you loved for like extended periods of time. Like for 20 years? No, that's too much. But we're talking about like a couple months here. You know?
This part seems to be
Why?
It should be more show, extravagant.
Teddy, we just had Teddy. We don't need another Teddy segment. I mean, realistically, he didn't even get in there. He wasn't even close to dating her. She just hated his ass. That's true. But like, he still liked her, right? Like, could you imagine being in love with someone and then having them die because of a result of a murder? And then you're trying to, you're helping your friends with the investigation to solve the cause of the murder or to stop the person behind the murders. I mean, didn't you hear Yosuke basically screaming at Adachi, "I won't forgive you for killing Saki"? Like, he's still hung up on her at the end of the story when they confront Adachi. So yeah, it's kind of weird for him to date someone else while feeling that way, you know? I go on decorating with splendid watercolor designs, which give the impression of the blue summer sky and shining star decorations too. On top of that, I've made the mannequin sexy too, to better fit the summery theme. As I'm nodding at my awesome display, Yosuke's making a beeline right towards me. I bet he's surprised at my utterly perfect display skills.
Yosuke, what was that
For being annoying.
Shut up! What about this is perfect to you? It looks like a midsummer swimsuit sale.
It was his idea to pick up the girls with the scooter though, right? Oh, that's true. I kind of forgot about that. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I retract that statement. That's interesting. That completely slipped my mind. That was with when Homegirl totaled his scooter because we were trying to pick up girls. Yosuke is a multifaceted guy, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. It's interesting because that was like I think that was after the second dungeon when Kanji was with us. So like that was shortly after Saki died, but then so he had no issues hitting on girls then, but then at the end of the game when we confront Adachi, he's yelling at Adachi that he won't forgive him for killing Saki senpai. That's so weird. I feel like that's an inconsistency. So okay, interesting. Maybe this time around they'll make the story more coherent. And maybe they'll make a way to like include that Yosuke story love line or whatever.
Oh, now that you mention it.
Oh, that's all you can say? Listen, this is supposed to be a section for elegant summer clothes for the early season.
Also, Yosuke was the one who got the swimsuits for the girls at that dumb class trip. I'll give him a pass on that one. Bro's just being a total petty asshole.
So why set
on
up
that
a
one.
swimsuit sale, huh? Stop changing things on your own.
Oh, but Sensei will come back once summer comes, right? My mind is already in full
Petty plus a horn dog.
You're jumping the gun way too much. Don't drag our store into your shenanigans.
Don't drag your prologue or your epilogue. Don't drag me into your epilogue shenanigans. I'm tired.
You say that, but aren't curious too. Don't you want
My brain is not braining.
Chie-chan, Rise-chan, and Nao-chan to wear these new swimsuits as soon as possible?
Well, sure. But wait, we weren't talking about me.
Well, here we go with the swimsuits again.
Oh, I know. When Sensei comes back, let's invite Mid-chan and her friends to the beach.
Mitsuru-san and her friends, huh? Oh, they're regular working folks.
He's
they're
already the
special
store
unit,
mascot,
so
Yosuke.
I
That's
think
true.
they could just...
He's just so annoying.
Yosuke, the game will end if you give up. Just imagine what they'd all look like in swimsuits.
Just imagine what it looks like if this game is over. Oh my god. Of course Naoto has the onesie. Okay. Of course there'll be wait, is that? Yep. Of course there'll be Chie-chan and Yuki-chan, Nao-chan and Rise-chan, and on top of that the beauties of the Shadow Operatives led by the glamorous Speed-chan in the grand gathering. Even I can't help but get excited at the thought. Ooh, that look on Yosuke's face means I bet he's gonna get a nosebleed soon. Yosuke sure is easy to read. Teddy the goat. Teddy is the goat. It really makes me wonder why they design new swimsuits for the Persona 4 girls.
Hurry up and get the display how it's supposed to be.
Was that necessary? I mean, fan service.
No! I will staunchly protect my paradise!
Your weird paradise has no place in our store! If you don't hurry and fix this, I'm docking your pay!
This is tyranny! Utter totalitarianism!
Shut up, Teddy! My god. One more, Rise. And she's probably practicing for her comeback.
Let's start from Act 3. Ready? Go!
Look, a white bird. Could it be the same one we saw together last summer?
Who cares about birds right now? If there's something you want to say, then say it.
So now show us Adachi's corpse in a ditch? Why? No! Adachi's chilling. Leave him alone.
Please don't be that way. I trusted in you. I believed in our promise that we'd come here on this day. So
Adachi deserves better.
Why did you bring her? I feel like an utter fool.
Rise-chan.
Rude. Inoue-san's voice echoes across the quiet rehearsal room. Jeez, I already told him that the rehearsals are a little behind schedule.
Inoue-san, we're still rehearsing here.
Oh, sorry. Please forgive me.
Inoue-san quickly apologizes and bows to everyone. I bow too, apologizing to the actor I'm rehearsing with and the director for holding up the rehearsal.
Kuchikawa, it's time. You're free to go. Everyone else, take it from the top of that scene.
Huh? But...
Go on or they'll yell at me. The promise was we'd do this without getting in the way of your other work. Though, I mean, your acting was great.
I feel like you beat the final boss almost an hour ago. It feels fucking longer to me, homie. Feels like 2 hours ago.
Thank you.
I feel like these spin-off games... These spin-off games have such an issue with like prolonging the ending for as long as possible for no reason. Persona 4 Dancing did the same goddamn thing. And the interesting part was that I played Persona Q, but they didn't really drag it out that much. It was just Persona 4 Dancing. Jesus. This is what happens when half of the game is visual novel, I know.
What do you mean anything?
I feel like they're rehashing a lot of stuff here though. I don't think we needed this. I feel like the first ending was fine.
Anything I should work on?
I just told you that your acting was great. You're rushing this too much. Well, I don't know. I guess you need to work on accepting your strengths and trying to build on them? Sure.
Accept my strengths?
That's right. Hey, I take back what I said. Everyone take a 30-minute breather.
At the director's orders, the tension in the rehearsal room lifts. I grab my towel and bag before hurrying over to where Inoue-san is, making himself scarce near the entrance.
So what do you need to talk about, Inoue-san?
Why are you still in your school uniform, Rise? You're not going to school. Are ya?
Oh, right. The response to your TV appearance the other day was amazing. We keep getting tons of calls with more work for you.
Or at least you're not going to Inaba anymore because you're off in the city, no?
And that's why we'd really like to set up an actual schedule and put a huge media blitz behind your comeback.
I always felt like Persona Q was just a dude playing with his Funko Pops. The new characters were cool though. Yeah, I like their chibi models. And they did change up the combat a bit. It was interesting to say the least. And I did like the map drawing mechanic. That was cool too. Took a lot of effort on my part though to draw the map extensively. Now after this, you should watch Persona 4 Golden Epilogue real quick. No.
No, I told you that's not what I want. I'm not even close to my peak performance.
Or actually, you know what? I will. That's only like a minute and a half, right? Compared to this shit.
Huh? But they're all really good deals, you know?
Nope. Don't you remember how we talked this over with the agency? I want to put my schoolwork first right now. Oh, can you bring the car to the front?
My persona grew a lot during Golden Week. Though that's because I had help from that Elizabeth lady once again. I couldn't express my true self on my own. I need more confidence and a firm footing so I won't feel lost no matter what I come up against.
Rise-chan, where are we?
I have voice training after this. Come on, you're my manager. Get your act together.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Can you give me a ride? I want to hear about what kind of work came in.
Of course. I'll bring the car around, so wait at the entrance.
After seeing off Inoue-san, I jogged towards the parking lot and opened up my cell phone. The main wallpaper is a picture of everyone we took at the food court. To make my ideal self a reality, I'll surely have to keep facing up to my weakness. But I'll have to help. As long as everyone believes in me, I can overcome those weaknesses as many times as it takes. From the entrance of the studio, I look up to the blue sky. That's a little closer to summer now, and wait for Inoue-san's car to take me to the next rehearsal. That's everybody, right? Oh, yes! Okay, I'm pretty sure the Persona Q games are realistically just Etrian Odyssey reskins, because I'm pretty sure their gameplay is exactly the same. It is? Oh, interesting. I haven't played Etrian Odyssey. There you go! We did it, baby! But we did it! But wait! Okay. Scared me for a second. Can I not skip this? I can't skip this? Why aren't they letting me skip this? Is this necessary? They're not letting me skip. They like to waste my time. Oh, because they are mean? Yeah. Unless there's an ending cutscene they don't want me to skip. Alright, let me search up Persona 4 Golden Epilogue. True ending. Evil Stinky Atlas and their evil credits. Oh man, I can't even find a separate clip that's not someone else watching it. Crap. Alright, whatever. I'll watch it on my own. I think I still remember it for the most part. Nanako has a new outfit. Everybody's chilling, trying to eat some food. Everybody's like, happy birthday. And then Yu smiles. I still remember it. Persona 4 is goated, you know? That's the point I want to make. The most goated game in existence. Everyone has a new outfit, that too, and new hairstyles. I'm pretty sure Kanji was fancy. Bro dyed his hair black, finally. Or he dyed his hair back to his normal color and then put on some drip. And Adachi's dead in a ditch. No, he's not. You're just an Adachi hater. Adachi deserves everything, alright? Everything good. Bro's chillin', killin'. All right, can you be over now, credits? Oh my god. Have you ever seen Adachi ever again after this? I didn't think so. What'd you, after this game? I don't know. Have we seen Chie after this game in Persona 5? Actually, that's not true. Persona Q2. Damn. Well, bro's just in jail, okay? What else do you want him to do? He's probably serving like a 10-year sentence or something. Could you imagine Persona 6 comes out and Adachi's like shows up out of nowhere? He's like a side character or something. That would be kind of cool. Although I doubt Persona 6 is gonna come out in my lifetime. It's gonna come out like 50 years from now. Atlas is gonna keep remaking their games over and over again. We've seen Rise in Persona 5, so she's alive. I'm pretty... Rise's like on a poster or something, right? And I'm pretty sure there's also a cameo of Naoto on the TV somewhere one day. Persona remakes for 5,000 years. Yep. Why were people excited about Persona 5X? The Phantom. I'm so confused about that game. That's like a gacha game, right? Like, it has its own knockoff characters and all this crap. I don't understand for the life of me why people are like excited for that game, or why people were excited for that game. Kanami from Persona 4 Dancing is also on a poster in P5. Interesting. Oh, credits finally over.
This program was brought to you by the following sponsors.
Wow. Episode Adachi. That's the DLC. Oh my god. Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Adachi was the original Disturbing the Peace. Hell yeah. Episode Adachi, baby. Should I do episode Adachi first, or should I do episode P3 and then episode Adachi? I feel like episode P3 is gonna be as long as episode P4, if not longer. Oh boy. Okay, well, for now, I am gonna do the one and only thing that we've all been expecting. This is for you, Peplo. It's time for Adachi to do the inflatable arm wavely tube thingy while dancing to the fog. Episode Adachi is shorter. Alright, I'll try to blast through it next stream and then go to episode P3 after that. It's time. Oh yeah, I forgot Hatsune Miku was in this game. A fever dream. That's what she is in this game. Alright, let me take off the nose. Let me take off the nose so you can see the true Adachi experience. Ba, 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 do, boo, do, 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 boo, do, do.
Do I really have to? What, me? Oh man.
Nose? Tell you what, I'll have you with the nose.
Sure, why not?
But Adachi will be himself.
All right, I'm on it.
Persona 4, dancing all night.
Okay.
All right.
Ready when you are. You lost me, but fine. I'll do it.
Still got it.
What'd you think? It's easy once you get the hang of it. Assuming you're not an idiot. give you a show. Don't blink now. Yep. What'd you think? I'm rocking it, huh?
My fingers are wicked slippery. It's so fucking hot in my room.
You lost me, but fine. I'll do it. What'd you think? I'm rocking it, huh?
I think I missed one. Did I miss one? Here it comes. He's gonna do the inflatable arm thingy. Hey!
Yep. I'm rocking it, huh?
Hell yeah.
What'd you think? Yep.
Fuck.
What'd you think?
I was too focused on seeing Adachi dance.
I'm rocking it, huh?
Did I mess up the halftime show?
It's time to get down.
Oh. Oh, I messed it up. No. Shit. All right, I'm starting over. I'm starting over.
This one's tough, huh? Can't wait.
Because otherwise you won't come in.
You lost me, but fine. I'll do it.
On the bright side, you get to see him do the arm thingy again.
Yep. I'm rocking it, huh?
You need to see you and his long nose hop into the frame in all his glory.
Assuming you're not an idiot. What'd you think? I'm rocking it, huh? Yep. I'm rocking it, huh? Fine, I'll give you a show. Don't blink now. What'd you think? I'm rocking it, huh? Yep. What'd you think? Guess it's time to get serious. I'm rocking it, huh? Yep. What'd you think? Yep. What'd you think? I'm rocking it, huh? Yep. I'm rocking it, huh? What'd you think? Yep. I'm rocking it, huh? What'd you think?
Here it comes.
get down. All right.
There he is in all his glory.
Might as well let loose once in a while, right? I'm rocking it, huh?
You are rocking it, Adachi. You are rocking it.
Man, this is starting to get kind of fun.
They're both rocking it. Especially Igor.
Yep.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh. What a fine job, leader.
I forgot all about the choreography of this. The button mapping. I forgot they just throw a bunch of shit at you.
That was actually fun. Though I was worried you'd step on my feet. I'm rocking it, huh? Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Wow, that went pretty
There
well.
you go.
That's enough dancing for a while, though.
That is enough dancing for a while. That is enough dancing. A bit rusty. A bit rusty. I remember when I got King Crazy on this song. You remember that, Galactic Corgi? Those were the days. Those were the days. It was like 3 months ago, but feels like forever. Anyways, that was Adachi Baby. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off for you guys. To everybody that's dropped by, thank you for dropping by. I'm gonna go